All right, everyone. Welcome to the Peter Viva Show. Today we have Jess Wellington and Saul Trujillo on the show. Two very prominent fixtures of the Comedy Store. Jess Wellington is actually the first woman door guy, and she also appeared on Clint Eastwood's The Mule, which we'll show later on in the show. And Saul Trujillo is a door guy, also been in the comedy world for more than 10 years, has phenomenally funny videos on Instagram. Definitely follow his Instagram. We'll put it in the description. And he prides himself in being a stand-up comedian, cook, and cagon, which we'll get into exactly what that all means. Welcome to the show, Sam and Saul.
Jessica.
Jess and Saul. I'm freaked out.
Sam?
Who is Sam? Who is Sam? Sorry, Jess. I'm sorry, Jess.
And he had to convince me to.
Got a little nervous.
No, it's great.
Got me.
Yeah, you look like a Sam a little bit.
A little
bit.
I mean, it's you have a very good knack at yelling at people.
Right.
Very well. So I get a little bit concerned that you're gonna
yell at these
lash
guys?
at me. No, lash at me.
Did.
You did.
You book the same laugh. Anytime she laughs, they think it's me, and every time I laugh, they think it's Jessica. We have the same shriek of a laugh that you can spot from rooms away.
Well, Jess mentioned that you two started together.
We did.
In stand-up.
Yeah, that was I'd say about like
I did 11
10 plus,
years ago.
12 years ago, yeah. A year. I mean, we also hung out in the different parts of the scenes too. You hung out at the Comedy Spot, and I hung out in the 209 area. That is
209 area.
For like Stockton, Modesto area. So like we would have to go to Sacramento to Mike. But we were like 45 minutes away.
Right, but when I did my white trash show, I had to pull a lot of people from your area.
Yeah, because we're all garbage. It's all farmland. It's all farmland. That's
so
what
you all would like help each other out as far as like finding shows. And,
of
and
course.
Getting up there.
Yeah. She threw a fantastic. You should bring that back.
The white trash
That white
show?
trash show.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fun.
What's that about?
It's just all white trash. I would throw up pictures of my mom's, her mugshots, and all that kind of stuff.
I don't feel like that's a demographic that's being shined on out here.
Right now,
Right.
The trailer show, you know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of comics that I know that are from
Dave Waite.
They're from the South. Dave Waite, Kentucky guy. Yeah, you got to bring that on.
Well, you know what? So you've been doing this for more than like 10 years. It's guaranteed, right? Like,
Yeah. 2010 for me. Wow. Yeah.
So you have seen it just about almost every kind of audience, experience what kind of backlash, some jokes that your inner minds might come up with.
Yeah, all sorts of. What's the worst or best audience you've ever played?
The best audience was when I was opening for Eliza in Vegas, and that was the biggest crowd I've ever done. Was like 600.
Okay.
Wow.
For me, and that was awesome. Like, what a feeling.
Yeah. The roar.
It must have been a great crowd.
Oh yeah, her audiences are amazing.
And they're very positive too. So you going up there, they're already yas. They're already doing the Eliza shriek. They're already all that. They love it. They're all about it, right? I'm assuming that's what it was.
But also in Denver, whatever that club is with Whitney was awesome too.
Yeah,
Comedy Works.
Comedy Works. Yeah. What's the worst show?
Club. Worst show? There's a few of those though. I don't know. I have to think on that one. You tell me your best.
What about your worst show, Saul? You see?
Well, I've thrived off of awful, like TV's on in bar shows and having to fight cholos while
you had to fight cholos.
Yeah, started a bar brawl in Modesto. We started a bar brawl because like the Cowboys game was on and we were trying to do our mic, and Mike versus cholos with cowboy outfits. So it's like micers fighting cholos.
Bikers fighting?
Open micers fighting cholos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What are you going to do?
That's absolutely horrible mix.
So we want to do our awful, we're not good at comedy yet, so we're trying to practice, and they're trying to watch the Cowboys, so you got to fight for what's hard.
I can say the show that I was the most uncomfortable at was this show we went up, I was like 2 or 3 hours north that Dante sent me on, but it was my headliner that I was with that was so weird, right? It was already like a real weird country place up there and like kind of isolated.
Take it easy, okay?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
I'm talking about like the lady outside was talking about mulattoes with me, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't even know what that is. I'm not quite sure if that's Asian hate or...
It's actually a mixed hate, all right? It's a biracial hate.
And then the opener was like, well, can I sing the N-word? I was like, no, he's not. No, he's not going to do it. He did it.
Of course he did.
Did it, and they loved it.
How long have you all been in LA for though? Like when you
You've been here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, but I left during the pandemic. But yeah, I've been here like 7 years.
7 years.
Well, I feel like leaving during the pandemic doesn't necessarily count.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even if you went to Austin, like all the comics that went to Austin, if you came back at a specific deadline, like, hey, you were gone for Austin, you didn't move to Austin.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's kinda
I'm
like a
glad to
work
be
trip.
back. But I got to open like I'm glad I went because I got to work. I opened for like old school comics like what's his name? Never mind. I'm going blank, so just forget.
Well, so you've been in LA for 7 years, and you have a similar
3.
time, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Not 2019 is when I came out here. Yeah. Yeah, and then I mostly developed way too long in Northern California. I stayed in San Francisco, Sacramento. Yeah,
Yeah, but you got to simmer. You got to. You're great. You're saucy now.
I feel like I moved old, though, because I
You
feel...
moved old.
Yeah, 34. I'm 37 now.
37.
Yeah.
I'm 38.
Doesn't matter, but like you don't move at 34 in my head. You move at like 25, 26 when you're kind of ready.
Well, you did it anyway.
Yeah, I did it anyway.
So,
but that was all.
You're still out here.
That was all like a whim off of like drug. Like I took acid one day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna move to LA and ask my girl to marry me and quit gambling. And that's all. That all happened.
That happened.
Good for you.
It's the first time I took
It's still,
acid.
it's still happening.
Yeah,
That was kind of a gamble.
yeah.
Ironically.
Yeah, but yeah, fun. I was out here the whole time during the pandemic, and I tell you, I thrived. I don't know if it's because rats thrive around garbage, but I fucking thrived. It was great. It was
Did you
best.
do any of these like sidewalk or park shows? I know
Yeah.
Paddy was doing something.
Yeah. I did some of the best rooftop mics and rooftop shows.
Oh, man.
And then secret like or
I had secret mics. I remember I had to
secret
come
shows.
back. Yeah, I had to come back here for a court date for a little bit, and then they took me to like this secret mic. It was really kind of creepy.
It became Orange County became like like the side chick for LA comics because they didn't care as much about COVID out there. So I would do secret shows like that. Like you'd have to open a door. You're like, oh, this door leads to a closet, but it's like 200 people in a room. Like what the fuck? And it's during the thick of COVID. But I was like, I want to get paid still. I need to pay my bills.
People wanted to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, these were all like Mexican biker gang.
Oh.
Yeah, you start getting into the Latino scene, they'll make you want to work, you'll work.
Yeah. I want to do that.
But that was a lot of fun. But did I get probably, I don't know. But lots of comics got COVID that didn't fess up to it. They were out. It bugs me. This city bugs
Do you feel like your online presence as far as like coming up with skits and like I saw something you put up I think yesterday about you getting sucked up by a UFO. And it was like saying that they couldn't suck you up because
That was on mushrooms when I did the whole thing. I did that all in one take because my wife was also on mushrooms because she was filming it above.
yesterday.
Yeah, Joshua Tree. No. This was on a Saturday.
Okay.
We went to Joshua Tree off of a whim. We were like, it's the new moon. It's gonna be the most stars. We should go now. So then we just took mushrooms and just watched. And then she
You're
was
really embracing being married to a white woman, huh?
No, this is a me thing. I'm embracing.
moon
I'm
is
embracing mushrooms.
Blue? No.
And this was a Bruce Gray thing. He was like, "There's this thing called the new moon." I was like, "The moon gets new?" I was like, "What?" Apparently it does. And that's when it
You're
like
just tripping on
starts over and
Yeah,
new
that's
stars.
when the moon has its period and sheds its lining.
Wait, you're saying it's something more symbolic. It sounded a little bit more deep than what you just.
No, it's more science than anything. Like
Okay.
when the moon gets new, that means more stars are being shown in our galaxy, and that's when there are hella stars out.
That's why you went-
specifically
okay.
That's why we went specifically.
and the trip on mushrooms.
Yeah, but how does the moon get new?
I don't know. I can't explain
it's
past
just
what I
like
know
gone.
people explain to me. You know what I mean?
I think a new moon is just like it's just not there.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about. I'm repeating what people say.
The moon is new,
Yeah,
bitch. The moon is new.
I actually want to bring something up that I think is so funny. It was the scene that Jess was
Talking about bikers.
talking about bikers. This is like, to me, I'm gonna flip this around. In post, we'll put it on the screen. But I just want everybody to see
That's right.
how incredible it is. Right here.
1980 shovelhead. I ran one of those things into the ground. It'll probably be the relay, son.
Who you calling the son?
Oh, your gals, huh?
Gals. Come on, old timer. We're dykes on bikes.
Okay, well,
So, you think that's the issue with relay?
It's a good early check.
it'll be the relay.
Thanks, Pops.
You're welcome, Dykes.
Improvise that wing.
So good. I have to say, when I saw that, I thought, wow, what better way to be with Clint Eastwood in a movie?
He was so nice. Like, I ate one of his cherries. People thought I was crazy. I was like,
why would they?
he was standing there with cherries and eating them, and I ate one.
Give it up for Jess, by the way. I don't know. You guys didn't see that, but that performance was kick-ass. Also, you look great right now. I mean, not to say that you didn't, but you just look so much more thin.
Well, if you could tell casting that, because I haven't booked anything since not being a fat ass.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know how it works. You know how it works. You're either plump or you're skinny. That's the look. There's no in between.
I know. Now I'm
You know how, so either get real skinny or come back to the fucking dark side. You know how it works. They told me that straight up.
Yeah,
I'm getting work because of my look.
a commercial.
I just saw some of it. They cut me out completely, and I go, I get it.
no.
I don't care. I still get the check. Give a shit. We're getting money. I want to pay my bills. I'm here to do stand up, not to be in a Little Caesars commercial.
But wouldn't have that been dope?
It was like you could kind of see my leg, and I go, look, I'm kind of in it. Whatever. Yeah, I booked the Little Caesars commercial because I guess Papa John's got in trouble with the NFL not too long ago for him saying wild shit.
Yeah.
And then now Little Caesars is a new NFL sponsor.
It was, oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So if can I find this right now?
Yeah, but you won't see me in it.
It's just your leg or something?
It's just you 100%. I was like, I shot so much, and they cut it all out. No, thank you.
Wow, you know what? That has to be a hilarious ass video, though.
Yeah, it's great. It's with Matthew Stafford, and it's just like him saying pizza a bunch. It's fine. And it's a good taste of being on, especially new comics that want to act. Commercial acting is a great taste of being on set and associating, building relationships with casting directors. All shit that you wouldn't think about it, you know?
Sorry, I'm just...
No, you're fine. All shit you wouldn't think about as a comic. Like, as a comic, I was like, I don't really want to act. And now it's like, oh, I kind of want to act a little bit.
Really?
The first thing I ever did,
So you
though,
didn't-
when I moved here was the court show.
Oh.
You didn't do that?
Yeah, we had Ryan. Ryan was a producer before. He did that, yeah.
Are
What's
you?
the court show?
So, well, I did Judge Maybelline, and I played a skinhead.
Oh, wow.
That's a reach, man.
You can never come back.
I was doing Onye Malik
Oh, I thought we were
what?
talking about Onye here. This guy's name Onye.
for
too.
slander or something. I was, because he was getting me fired saying I was a racist.
Oh, and you definitely were, but it was improvised, right? They never let you get back on the show, too, right? You can
Go back after 3 years. That's how I ended up being lead skinhead, because I was just supposed to be a skinhead's wife.
Is that what it said, or is that something you're making up? Does it say skinhead, or you're like making yourself lead skinhead?
No, it said skinhead.
Okay.
It said skinhead.
No. Did it say
And
lead
it said-
skinhead? Those are the verbiage.
Well, it said I was supposed to be skinhead's wife.
Ah, so that's why. Therefore, lead skinhead. Top of the food chain skinhead. What?
We know who wears the pants in that relationship.
But my name was Mary Wagner or something, too.
Okay.
It was like very not white.
Do they even Clark Kent you a
Maria.
little bit? Like, do they fucking disguise? Do you just go out in like a
No.
shirt?
I mean, I had a dress on.
That's it. That's tight. That'll freak people out who don't
But
understand.
Anya
how-
was playing a doctor.
Weird hearing my name.
But
I get that a lot with Saul, man. So don't worry. Like, yeah,
better call Saul.
yeah. Better call Saul, man. All
Better
right.
call. Well, actually, just mentioning about this change. You two both also have been on a weight loss journey. I mean, you've evidently been successful. You talked to me about it.
A lot more successful than Soul, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't. Mine hasn't been. But people are like, what happened? I'll go. I just depression.
You
I
did
don't, like-
lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, but
no
it was
fat
a lot
shaming.
of.
It's fine.
No, it wasn't fat shaming. Like, I've had periodically from the ages of 19 to like 32, I was a notorious gambler. like gambling addicts, like on the road. So like there would be pockets of time where I would lose like all my checks and I just wouldn't eat for 2 days out of depression. So these spurts of that, like people don't understand, like I would lose weight like that very unhealthily.
Yeah.
And then like during the pandemic, I think I lost 60 pounds like 9 years doing that, just not eating, just through depression of like gambling. And then like the pandemic, I lost another 60. Just another 60 during the pandemic.
But this is what you would consider an unhealthy way of living.
Yeah, definitely. People, and they go,
This is
you
an
lost all
addic-
this
it's
weight.
based
Yeah,
on
it was.
addiction.
Well, like I don't do it anymore. Like, but I don't ever like. I'm happy now. You know, like I got a career that
Right.
I've like.
A
I'm
happy
proud of. I got a
wife.
happy wife. So it's
It's like
good
that
times.
is your new
Yeah,
high.
yeah. That is
But
actually
so what?
my high.
You know, Paddy. I don't know if you know Paddy. What's Paddy's last name? I already forgot it. Paddy Tooney.
Okay.
But he was talking. He's been in comedy for about like more than 20 years, and he's an older guy. But he said he struggled with cocaine addiction. It seems like comedians tend to have like, I mean, it's
Addiction problems? What are you trying to say?
dude. You
Just,
definitely
but it's
do.
interesting to see that, and also the gambling aspect, and wanna
There
hear a
are
little bit more.
active gambling addicts, comedians that I know have a problem that I will not intervene with because, you know, that's what they got. Like, whether it be fantasy football or whether it be just betting on sports or because they're road comics, they do a lot of casinos. They do a lot of they do Vegas a lot. They get bored and then they like, I'm gonna go play blackjack. I'm gonna go do this, and then they have this low key addiction that no one ever points out just because it's a part of the lifestyle.
Right. Keno's my shit.
Yeah.
And it's self-sabotage.
Yeah, it really is because you end up
That's what we're
losing
great at.
your whole check. The whole check. Yeah, we're really good at that.
Yeah.
We're really good at building
Self-sabotage.
ourselves up and then fucking breaking it down. Yeah.
But you guys tend to do that on stage, and then it's like you express yourself healthily, and then you go on to live your normal lives. You know.
Yeah,
Healthy
yeah.
lives.
But it's never enough.
Right,
No way.
yeah. Right.
Nope.
You go to Joshua Tree and take mushrooms, and maybe you'll find.
I was like, I'm gonna film a couple sketches out here.
I
see
love
what happens.
that.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
fun.
that.
I like doing. Yeah, it's fun doing.
That is a really inspiring way to get creative.
Yeah.
I have to say, you know.
Is your boy?
Yeah. So, how are we doing on time?
Film me an Uber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got like 25 minutes.
Oh, so we'll go
get
do
him.
this right now.
Sure, let's
do
get
this.
him, bro.
All right. So you know what? We're gonna introduce right now Lenny to the stage. Let's come up, Lenny.
Lenny.
Lenny. All right, Lenny. You know the rules. 2 minutes, and you start now.
What's going on?
What's up?
What's
How you
up?
doing?
It's good to be back here. Just got back from Alabama. I just graduated high school, and me and my friend decided, we wanted to see more of the world. Little did we know that more of the world did not want to see us. My best friend is black, so there's a lot of parts of Alabama that, he didn't really want to see. Because when we were driving around for 2 days, and all we see is, white faces and Confederate flags, and he didn't really want to get outside the car, So we were driving around for 2 days, and we started wondering, we're like, where are all the black people? Where's all the black people in Alabama? And eventually we found out that all the black people live in this one part of town called, what was it called? The prison. So, yeah, a good friend of mine, man. Made this other friend in high school. I'm proud to call her my second best friend. I've never had a female friend though, so it's kind of weird. Cause she asked me questions that I'm not used to answering. Like I remember one time we were just chilling and I was like, I had to go run. Time was up. I had to go run some errands. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see you later. I gotta go run these errands. She's like, could you pick up some condoms? I was like, yeah, sure. Any preferences? She's like, no, just get whatever. So I was like, all right. Went to the store, run my errands, went back, threw the condoms. And she's like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what? You said just get whatever. And she said, Lenny, I don't have a penis. That shit bombed. All right. I tell a lot of dark jokes. This is what it is. When I was in high school, my house burned down. Yeah. I feel terrible. I left the stove on. My family ran out the front door and, nobody got hurt. But, I still beat myself up over it each and every day. I just really wish I remembered, I wish I remembered to lock the front door.
Oh my god.
I tell a lot of dark jokes. I'm actually a really good person. For example, I once gave my most prized possession to a homeless man. My child. Damn, this shit is fucking funny.
Well, that's good. That is your time. That is your time. You do.
And you're not really bombing.
That was Lenny. Let's give it up for Lenny. Come on, that was Lenny.
Also got
Yeah, you're not bombing.
work, so.
So, Lenny, can I ask you a question? Is this my...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're not bombing, bro, at all.
No.
Yeah.
Have you always spoke like this?
What do you mean?
Because I'm trying to work on a joke myself. I date black men, but all the girls in my school that switched it up, they changed their whole voice and everything when they started dating black men.
Yeah.
And I was like, that ain't you.
Yeah.
I know you. You're down the street down there. I know you. You don't talk like that. All right? So I'm just curious how long you spoke like this.
His best friend's black. So that's for one. Maybe he does talk like this. Maybe he does. And he's from Alabama. I'm trying to put all these key factors in here. Are you 18, 19? How old are you?
19.
19? Yeah. Okay. Wait, you graduated last year?
Yeah, 2020.
2020? Wow. You graduated young, huh?
Oh, yeah. Lucky me.
No. Lots of, I think, great premises, great setups. I would like to see more of like when you're talking like all the black people in prison, like do the negative on white people, like your setups, like all these white people, like and all the white people are where the white people are negatively as well.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. Oh, and then. When she says I don't have a penis, and then you could, it's like, oh, I thought it was for me. She can go, oh, you barely got one. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So kind of shitting on yourself a little bit.
Right.
Those are like the only tags I got.
I didn't quite understand that one.
Yeah.
She go get me something from the market, and then it was intended for her to wear.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have a penis.
Yeah.
I
Go
don't
get me.
understand it though. Why?
Cause
She sent him to the store
yeah.
To get here
to get
Pick up
condoms.
some condoms.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I'm an idiot, so I got her male condoms.
Oh, she want a female condom.
Oh, see, because I just think women don't call them condoms. When they have condoms, you associate male condoms.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
Oh wow, that's
didn't know that.
yeah, that's yeah. Well, he's
Said that to me.
how old are you, Lenny?
I'm 19.
19. How many times have you done stand up before?
It's my 6th time with a microphone.
Incredible. Yeah. Give it up. 19.
I also didn't get the joke. I've never worn a condom in my
Yeah.
life.
Me neither.
That's good
I
for you.
like-
I'm 37.
The gambling man.
I'm being for real.
I like the house joke though, but I just want you to be confident in it, or either creepy,
yeah.
creepier, or more confident.
I can do creepy.
Okay.
And also, don't associate like this is a more casual setting. This is like, don't say you're bombing. You're not bombing. Like if it's a room full of people and the jokes are not hitting what, like if you can't, then you're bombing. You'll sweat a bomb. It sucks. Yeah.
You'll sweat a bomb. But for also you two are what is considered door guys at the Comedy Store, and I mean for open micers or someone like Lenny, I mean who maybe doesn't know who that is. Him being 19, he can't get into many clubs. So how would you all describe a door guy at the Comedy Store to Lenny?
We audition for the job, so we have to audition. We have to be funny to get the job because we get to open up the shows. We have our own show. We get developmental slots, so it's they like to develop us.
Bobby Lee, Ari Shaffir, Andrew Santino, all those guys were door guys. Jim Carrey,
Mark
all
Maron.
those people were door guys. So it means a lot to someone like myself, specifically, just because of like the history behind it, and like the booker. First and foremost, it's just blue collar work. Yeah. We are literally seating people, mopping floors, like changing signs. But in order to do that, if you aren't funny, they will not hire you. Like that is the interview process. The first thing that like, all right, well, come back and do 5 minutes in front of the booker, and if she likes you, then you can sweep the floor.
Yeah.
That's true. I've cleaned every bathroom in that building.
Yeah.
And you're really the first woman door guy. That's
First woman
Lady door guy.
hired.
Lady
Yeah,
door
as a
guy.
door guy.
lady door guy.
Everyone was trying to call him door staff. I'm like, no. Lady door guy.
Lady door guy.
Lady door guys. And if it's like whatever, they door guys, whatever the fuck, I don't care.
Man, do you have anything? So Lenny, what would you say?
He just keeps saying names that aren't
Yeah.
not here. Matt,
Not
who the
here.
fuck is
Sam,
Matt?
Lamb. I'm just replacing W's with the first letter of everybody's name because
It's all good.
I mean, do you have anything else to say to Lenny as far as his performance and what he should do? Maybe stay away from gambling and drugs. That's a big one.
No. Stay. You're 19. Do it. Fucking cut it off at a certain point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
You need.
comfortable here in LA, or like where are you living?
I'm living in LA.
Yeah. Do you have roommates?
Yeah.
How many?
5.
Good.
Yeah.
This is the kind of adversity that's going to make you a lot funnier.
Understood.
Oh wow.
You going to all the 7th time? You hitting all the mics? You know where to go? You can't go to most, but there's a lot you can.
Yeah. Someone hook me up.
Yeah. There's a lot you can do, and do those, do here's. I hate pay to place. I don't like them, but do them.
Got it.
Do them 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not at a spot right now to be arguing about stage time, so do whatever you can do.
Understood. Okay.
All right.
Thank you very, very much.
There we go.
Hey. Let's
There
go.
it is. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Get to work, degenerate.
That was lovely. Yeah, well, let's do that in a bit. We'll just do a little 2-minute pause real quick so I can get Lenny his Uber so he doesn't go hungry, you know? He has to go to work.
Where do you work, Lenny?
Probably shouldn't say.
Where?
We're on a break.
We're on a break, bud.
He's so mysterious. He doesn't even
Oh, okay, that's fine. I don't give a
Like,
shit.
You don't even know where he's from. He says he's
Where?
from an island.
Last year.
Okay, that's all that matters.
For sure.
Yeah.
No worries.
Trader Joe's?
Leave it.
Yeah. Just about.
Oh yeah, Trader Joe's. I'll hit you up for. I'm like, yeah. Let me get some of that cookie butter.
Rejected from that place.
All right, here, you just put the address. Just leave it open, man. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of
Can I
it.
just give them directions? They don't roll like that.
I mean, you got to put an address. So
You can't even give the Uber guy. You got me that mysterious.
Damn!
I thought you was just tripping. Wait a minute.
Don't worry about where you're dropping me off.
Yeah, he's like, do I really have to give him an address?
Man will know nothing about you.
Yeah.
Man, and no one would know.
He's a mystery, bro. You should, man. He's a walking mystery. I gotta say it though.
Either that or he works at somewhere he's embarrassed about. You ain't got to be embarrassed.
You don't have-
You ain't got to be embarrassed about, man.
We've all had.
That'd be live.
We just said we'd clean up puke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the nature of it.
Yeah, but if you cleaned up puke at if you're like a regular door guy who cleaned up, like a door person at like a hotel that cleaned up puke, you would be like, all right.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true.
Yeah, at least we get the stage time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I see you all, and I love your comment. You make me laugh all the time.
Appreciate it.
I honestly
man. Thank you.
that is. I mean, only genuinely interested in people. You know. Do you got it? Did you order it?
It's going to an undisclosed location.
You're wearing a mask? Okay. Confirm. Alrighty. So it's confirming your ride. So we're cool.
Wait, where do you work tonight?
Main room. Where you at?
I picked up for Kaylee, so I'm in the original room cover.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience.
No, you're good.
Oh,
Dude.
you're good.
The music is
We need to know more about Peter, though.
yeah. Well, you can. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm right here. No, I really want to know more about how like you're all I don't know, like committing to this because I know it's challenging.
Yeah.
So it's
Saul
10
did the
minutes
smart
away.
thing. He got married. That helps.
That's good.
It does.
All right. So just hold on to my phone. My password is 194336. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So just if you can. All right. I'm just gonna continue the show. Woo! So you don't have to fold that chair, man. I'm telling you, man. You can just leave it. You just stop making the noise. We're trying to keep the show going. It's like
He's like, wait, I'm trying to lock this door now. Where's my fire?
that joke is so dark. Oh my god. So next up to the stage, I want to bring up Onye. Onye is a fantastic comedian from LA.
Yay.
We can continue the intro about that. I didn't even cut the intro.
No worries.
Fantastic. I really appreciate that.
Not Kanye West. Onye West.
Yeah, definitely Onye West on Instagram. I always shout that shit out.
Give it up. Woo!
Hello. Wow.
All right.
I always like I'm practicing like looking at the entire room because I do tend to stare. But let's get into it. I don't know. Should we do new stuff, old stuff, good stuff, new stuff, bad stuff?
Whatever you want to.
Let's work.
Your time's going now. Let's go.
I know. Thank you. So people always like talk about like when you smoke weed, you do a lot of like self-discovery, and I love that because I personally do. Like I live this experience, and it's really good to do like self-discovery when you can like push the blame to somebody else or something else. Like I feel like that's why like zodiac signs are super popular, like horoscopes. Like think about it, like, oh, Anya, you lie a lot. Well, did you know I was born in December? Like that's not even my fault. It's a candy corn traits. This is what we do. You feel me? Like it's not my fault at all. And you know, no disrespect to horoscope people, but I also discovered recently, and I'm coming out publicly with this, I am late. I'm late to hella shit. I'm late all the time, and it's not my fault because, you know, black people are late all the time, right? People say, oh, BPT or CPT, colored people time. I don't know why I say colored people. We're in 2022. We should upgrade that. But, you know, we're late. You say the event is at 5. We show up at like 7, maybe 7:30. You know, we want to show up and get right into the party. You know, you don't want to wait for the party to turn up. But Nigerians, we are way worse at that. You have an event at 5. We will show up at 10 o'clock. It's ridiculous. Why do we show up so late? And it's like we understand that the event is starting late, but we won't just put on the flyer the right time because they know if you put 10, we're not showing up till 2. It's sick, literally. I have an example. We have this happen. I go to these functions all the time, like growing up, these family parties, and my mom is one of the moms that's always like making food for everybody. So you know, I'm there early on time, right? The event says 12, I'm there at 12, right? So she's giving out food, you know, making food and stuff, and always has a cousin, and she's always talking to my cousin like, hey, Blessing, can you come here? Blessing, can you go and do this? Hey, Blessing, can you grab this for me? Blessing, go and do this. And he's doing these things, right? So as we're getting older, I'm like, all right, Noah, bro, you let me get you on Instagram, bro. You old enough to know the real me, right? So I'm like, I'm looking, you have Blessing. What would it be? Blessings and ways. Like, oh, my name is We Love Theodore. I said, We Love Theodore. Who the fuck? It's Theodore. He said, me, I'm Theodore. I took the phone back. I called my mom and said, Mom, yes, you know, do you know Cousin Blessing? She said, yes, I know him. Do you know his name is Theodore? And she said, yes, I know that, but the event says 1. He shows up at 1. It's a blessing to know him. You got a whole new name for showing up on time? That's fucking insane. Where do they do that at? Nigeria. That's exactly where they do that at. But thank y'all so much for the time. I'm gonna cut it there. I think that's exactly
exactly.
I appreciate y'all for
got it. Onye.
Very good.
Alrighty.
Wait for
No, I thought that was great.
Yeah, I'd say great confidence, but don't meander. Like you got 3 minutes, just get into it.
No, yeah, I be doing that because honestly, my pace is way slower than that. Like that was me speeding.
No, because you got 2 minutes, and I'm glad you did. Because sometimes when comics that do meander don't recognize time, like they're late on the punchlines. Yeah. You know what I mean? you know, I'm trying to.
You gotta cut some shit out sometimes, like. Oh, sorry. You gotta cut some shit out that's not like relevant. No. I mean,
let's hear. I want to hear more about what they like to. I've heard your comedy before. I think you're hilarious. So I really like what you do.
I got tags. I want you to elaborate more on color people time. I think you that sparked in my head when I was like, wait, that is true. No one has.
But BPT doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a gas station.
Yeah.
But color people time. That's such a because people. I've heard my wife say it. I've heard other black people say it. But it's like you're right. And also I would like to because maybe what's white people time, what's Mexican people you really divulge into what's their time versus why do we get pigeonholed into this time. And then I would like to hear more about what differentiates a black person's being late versus a Nigerian being late. I would like to elaborate more on that.
Definitely.
That's all that was great though. It's very original. Yeah, I like it.
And you could stretch it out it could be another LGBTQ, but instead it's AAPT.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
AAP.
Most popular.
Yeah. Now that sounds like a veteran bill.
AAP, yeah.
Got to get the AAPT pass. Nah,
Or
it's
you-
great though.
Maybe you should say it double A because you know.
Oh, double APT. That actually sounds smooth. That might catch on. You might fuck around and make something with that one. I'm taking credit though, but that's fine. Okay.
Double APT.
Do you
Like,
and what do you do now? What do you work right now? Or
Yeah,
do
I'm a
you live-
substitute teacher by day. And
Like a lot of comics.
yeah,
So many
we're all in
comics.
the classroom.
Really? So a lot of
Still
comics.
doing my master's, so I'm doing that for the next year. I'm done with that in the spring, so we're very happy about that.
How old are you?
You?
Wow.
I
Congrats.
just turned 25
Okay.
Oh wow.
long ago.
How long you been doing stand up?
2 years, really.
2 years?
I mean, I've been class clown my whole life. You feel me? It's just
Okay.
like getting on stage and like skits is a totally different world. You know, Instagram and all that. Like I do that, and it's like make skits and make videos. But then it's like to get on stage, you don't have let me reshoot. You know, it's like you're in it, and you have.
Well,
to,
I think it's good. You're very good on stage. A lot of young people today, they're great online, but then if you get them in person on stage, they suck balls.
yeah, that's how you got to work on it. As I'm
Yeah.
just trying to grind and just get on wherever I can get on and just.
And do the kids kind of help you realize that you're
Honestly,
funny?
Yeah, they're super. They're
The kids?
super encouraging, bro.
Because he's a substitute teacher.
Oh, I thought you had like children.
Nah.
No, are you married? Do you have a girlfriend or?
Nah.
Are you 25? Yeah, you're pretty young.
It's fine.
But you're hooking up.
You don't dress like a married man, bro.
Yeah, right.
You don't dress like a married guy. I was like, that good
Oh
person.
my
That he's
God.
got no way.
But, yeah, the kids always like.
Literally has happy pants on.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. But my students always tell me like, "Oh, you're so funny. Oh, you're a comedian. Oh my god, you're gonna be so famous." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." They also think I'm in the NBA though. So these kids, I don't know.
They're also kids though
Yeah,
too.
they're kids.
They could be saying the same thing to a dog. Like you're so funny. You're gonna be so famous.
Yeah.
You take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you need it, you just take it.
You just take it. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not taking that away
I
from
was
you.
so close to the edge, little Timothy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Sticky Hands. Thanks for the compliment.
D'Angelo Timothy. Is that an actual name?
These
D'Angelo?
always random kids' names.
I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, you have.
You know, I sub everywhere
D'Angelo.
throughout all grades, so I run into kids to seniors, so it's all fun. Yeah.
So anything else about Onye that is interesting about?
Me?
Yeah. What else?
Where did you grow up?
Oh, where'd you-
I was born in Nigeria, but I was raised out here. So I always like in my fuller sets, I always talk about like having Nigerian parents in America and the culture shock for them of me doing anything remotely regular here, but over there it's like such a big deal. Like I've been thinking about my earrings. Like my dad was like thought I was trying to become a woman because I had earrings. And I'm like, bruh, that's
I was also thinking maybe the reason you're always late is because you walk everywhere. Well, because I know that shit.
What do humans do, Jess? To walk forward.
But in Nigeria, I picture in Africa all the time, like people walking for water.
There's a lot of walking out there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
But personally, me,
No public transportation
I'm
out there, huh?
Definitely spoiled. I've been driving as long since I could drive. You know, since I got the license, I've been behind the wheel.
is your mom a nurse?
She is indeed. Yeah.
What? You know that?
Did you just throw that out?
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck was
That
that?
out? She's just like,
What is it? Yeah, she has that
A lot of
intuition.
Nigerian women are nurses.
Nurses,
yeah,
really?
it's like
Okay.
doing that, and then
Fascinating.
it's been a nice grind. You know, like my parents are really supportive too. My mom and dad. I started comedy in church. That's kind of interesting.
That is
Oh, wow.
interesting.
Yeah, so like my main stuff is very surprisingly clean. Like people don't notice it's clean until after, and I say like, "Oh, I didn't cuss." They're like, "Wait, you didn't cuss?" I'm like,
Keep the as a favor for you now. Keep that
If you
if you
can,
can
yeah.
help not cursing and just being yourself without cursing,
Yeah.
your success will go through the fucking roof comparatively to someone like myself who just can't. I curse on stage, but it can be a struggle for me to not curse.
Yeah.
because I'll go fucking, you know what I mean. But if you can keep your vernacular just as without that'd be great. That'd be great for you.
"Thank you."
Yeah, that's
I started.
a good
That's
point.
part of starting in church. Is like when you're in church, it's like if you cuss, the room is. That's how you lose the room. But you say anything else, they'll laugh.
Do you know
Like,
Taylor Tomlinson?
I don't know that.
She was on. I mean, she was been on so many things.
Look her up,
been
she's super fun.
Last Comic Standing. She was on Conan a bunch, and she's just like the superstar now, like Netflix specials. But she started out in church.
Wow.
And then she kind of like she was a church comic, and then like as soon as she started getting Last Comic Standing, she kind of like broke away from that, and now she rarely cusses. But she's just a fucking
Super
beast.
smart.
Yeah.
Do you normally wear shorts on stage, or is this because it's?
Oh, this is just because it's a thing. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I figured, but I was gonna ask.
We're both wearing shorts.
And we're all wearing shorts.
No, honestly, I've only worn shorts on stage. Like, I hosted a day event and I wore shorts, like that vibe. I don't know. I play around with it. I don't know. Is it uncomfortable? Do I
No,
have
I'm just
bad luck?
curious. I mean, at night, am I?
She dates black men. I mean, it's just
Yeah, put your legs away, please.
Focus on the comedy.
And you got them all lotioned up.
Showing them yams, dude. The fuck, man?
oh my god.
Nah, that's hilarious.
You do a lot of shows too. I think you mentioned that before.
I try to. When I get booked, getting booked is tough. Honestly, it's like I know a lot of people, but for whatever reason, it's like they don't want to book me per se. So I'm like, maybe they just want me to show up first to show my face, to show my support. But my schedule sometimes doesn't allow that, to where like if I'm not performing, it's very hard for me to tell my boss, hey, I need this day off because I want to go watch some comedy.
Yeah, but you're a substitute. So how is that
subbing,
getting?
I take those days. Oh, I have 3 jobs right now.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Subbing is just the main one.
Okay.
I also work part-time for the Clippers Hoop Troop. I also work.
What's that? What?
Clippers Hoop Troop.
Yeah,
He just heard basketball.
No. I heard a bunch of words together. Clippers Hoop Troop. I was like, what did you say?
The Clippers have like this hoop troop, and I auditioned and I got it. So
That's tight.
That
Yeah.
season, so very excited. Just like basically an NBA hype man. Like,
Wow.
Okay.
crowd hype, and then you throw shirts in the crowd. So
Right.
Man.
I get to be around basketball, and I love basketball. I've loved basketball my whole life, so that's cool. And then I also work part-time at Under Armour. So,
Man.
yeah, just on that grind. That's why I'm wearing hella Under Armour.
So
now.
do you have roommates?
Nah, I have parents.
Oh,
Because I'm so ready to move out. My mom's like, nah, just wait till you finish your master's, because you don't know where you're gonna be working, where you're gonna be living. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Does she control you though?
Nah, it just we had a conversation about it. 'Cause I realistically,
Well, it's a
like,
lot.
about-
You're about to graduate. You got
And
3
then
jobs.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic hit right when I was thinking about moving out, and it was like, I can move out now, but it's like it really financially didn't make sense to just start spending that money when I could continue saving and potentially do something bigger.
If you have parents that love you, really hold on to that.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah, I
something
tried
we
to.
don't all have. So
seems like a lot of comics who are well off don't really have a good relationship with their parents too. I mean, it seems like a very.
my mom's a crackhead. Dad was an alcoholic. So just, I mean,
Yeah.
stay at home.
yeah, I mean,
What the fuck, Jessica? My mother crackhead alcoholics. Yeah, you lucky you.
good for you, huh? Stay the fuck at home.
Now I see why you can wear those happy shorts.
Such a wild thing to say to
That's
someone.
why you can wear the shorts.
Such a wild thing to say. No, but as seems to be. You seem to be forming into a great comic,
Yeah.
great guy. Work ethic is crazy. So just continue.
I think that you're
Just keep
just going to
doing it,
struggle with
yeah.
commitment because you got so many buns in the oven.
I feel like that sometimes in this city, that's how you got to make it work, though. You like 3 jobs is common. I don't have it because I have a wife who has a job and we split rent.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like I understand like some comics will have 3-4 jobs.
Yeah, but he's
living
getting
in their
a
car
master,
and
so
fucking.
it's like, I get it, but he's going to have to focus
Yeah, definitely.
at some point on what he wants to do.
You can tell that to AJ Faji
Ooh, yeah.
because we got another comic. I'm not. He's also African.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking racistly assume Nigeria.
Nigerian.
Is it Nigerian? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I just didn't want. I don't want to go Nigerian. Something Somalian. Like I don't know. I don't know.
But taller.
They're probably Nigerian, yeah.
Yeah, but he's a pharmacist,
Oh,
and he works
yeah.
at the Comedy Store.
That's a very nice. I'm
So-
a pharmacist.
Yeah, so
Oh wow.
And I decided to do business instead.
Oh, I bet your mom's mad.
Pissed.
he's just like the only door guy.
Did you know the Nigerian culture?
Really?
Honestly, she's seen me once and she was like, okay, I get it.
Okay, that's at least there's
I
that.
have that. Like, I know, like, at least they know that there's potential.
And are your parents still together?
Yeah.
He's gonna be like. What?
Why?
Why?
Why that reaction? People aren't allowed to be happy.
No, this is fucking bullshit. How are we supposed to make him a stand-up comic right now when he's so happy?
Yeah, I want to make everyone else happy. That's my goal. I want literally my Instagram bio is all love. That's literally what it says. That's my vibe. Like I just want everybody. Like there's enough hate in the world already, bro. I'm not trying to add to that for real.
How many brothers and sisters?
I have one older brother. Yeah, he's pretty dope. He's a lot buffer than me. He's like a bigger buffer version.
You're like a prison body?
Almost. He looks well. He played football and rugby, so
Yeah.
he's like super jacked, athletic dude.
Don't go let her know about your brother, all right?
Yeah.
Well,
Give him any more information.
let's just say he's not looking for her gender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Amen. No, this always happens.
Yeah,
I'm about sick of it.
out.
Because any man that looks nice and is emotionally available and is intelligent and they're fucking gay.
And he's too. I've had girls my age try to get at my brother, and I'm like, don't even waste your time. Just stay in these DMs. You're already in the DMs with me. Let's talk. Let's talk. What are you looking for? Maybe I can, fill in the gaps. But yeah.
Onye, do you have any questions for Saul? I can't say Saul,
It's so.
but I feel like I should just say Saul. It's like the same thing.
It's Saul, right?
Saul.
It's
Okay,
Saul.
it's Saul. So Saul.
Definitely.
And I was about to say Sam. We can imagine Jess. And Jess, do you have any questions for Jess and
I do,
Saul? Who
actually.
they're door guys at the comedy
So,
store.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the comedy store is somewhere I haven't touched yet. So I'm like, what would be your advice on, outside of the doorman things? I've definitely heard that, and I love the insight on that, 'cause I didn't even know about that as an option. But definitely, what would be your advice to someone trying to, within the next couple of years, kind of step and get somewhere near the stage in there?
Good. If you want.
First step would be sign up for the open mic. You should definitely
Potluck.
be doing our potluck.
Yeah, you should be doing pop. You're at the round for doing 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you're at the
that's a
stage.
big thing.
Yeah.
Dude.
And that's just going
Hey.
to get the booker on you right away. The other guy should wait. But
Lenny,
you,
yeah, Lenny.
did he leave?
Wait till he's in the Uber. Wait till he's in the Uber.
He's like coming in and out and stuff.
He's all, aw.
That guy's gonna be late for work, man. Unfortunately, yeah.
That's so fucked. That's so
I don't.
Really late for work.
Yeah.
The whole time he's up here, I was like, he's
Well, he wasn't helping us help him. He wouldn't tell us where he
And he was trying to
worked.
fix-
He can't put the address in.
I mean, there's so much I can do, all right? I've got the guy. Look, I picked him up. I got him an Uber. I don't know what you want from me. He wants to be on the show.
Well, you Ubered him to a government building where he's going to assassinate a fucking something. I don't know.
I'm gonna call him.
Oh no!
Awesome.
Well, he could actually. Well, he has no choice but to wait because he's got 2 years till he's 21.
Right.
Then he could. By that time, I think then he'll probably be as developed as he is now. But yeah. So it will. We might as well say here because it's not necessarily a secret, and I kind of want open micers that feel that they're ready, even the delusional ones. Oh, do I love the delusional
You
ones?
want the ones to go on?
Oh, so funny.
Monday
'Cause-
night, I had
I've seen you roast some comedians. Like,
Yeah,
"I'll jokes next time or something.
Yeah, I did it. I did that at potluck.
Yeah, you
I mean,
did
she
that.
just went up there. This was a comedian. Her first time, she went up there with so much confidence, and she was
were hosting?
bombing. Yeah, she
Yeah, he was-
bombing while confident, and I hated it. And I went up there, and I was like, "Fuck no, dude! You come back with jokes next time. Don't have your head held up high while no reaction. Fuck that.
It's like stolen valor.
It's fucking. What are you doing?
Yeah,
And those are the ones that sneak pictures and be like, at the comedy store. on stage."
Awful. But no, if you feel that you are you have a great 3, you're in it like yourself, it's potluck@comedystore.com. You email the Friday before potluck, and then it goes into a giant I don't know, like an email computer system where they pick names at random, and then the list gets made from there.
Right. And you can only, once you get up, you have to wait, 2 months, and then you can get up again.
Yeah.
You can sign up.
You have to significantly kill, which I've seen done before, where I've personally seen, I don't know if it was organic, but like a Hugo Galaxy destroy at the potluck, and then a month later he's a door guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
True.
fast.
Yeah.
All you need is 3 minutes.
Sometimes all you need is 3.
3 minutes. I think. Oh, sorry again, Mike.
Yeah.
I feel like I usually, I'm so used to doing like 5.
Mm-hmm.
I, like pace myself for a cool 5, but I'm like learning that I need to be even quicker and get to that 3 level.
There's adjustments in this game. There's 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have to have increments all whatever ready, and there's even 8s. It's just weird. You don't know.
Yeah.
And then you will eventually it's like your body will adjust. Your mind will adjust to knowing what. Oh, that was 4 minutes.
Yeah,
that was 5 minutes.
definitely
That was
better.
You're getting better at that, and you'll know. I'll internally know like that's a half hour. Like that, this person's trying to milk me for more, and they haven't lit me. and then I'll just get off organically at 31. I'll go, I know. They haven't lit me yet. I was like, all right. But see, yeah. So definitely come for potluck, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I would, if you can. I know that you have a lot going on, but when you can, I would come and hang out and just show your face.
Showing face is a big deal.
Yeah, we don't know you there.
What?
Nobody knows you.
Yeah, I know. Sadly, what was that again? The email?
Potluck@comedystore.com.
And it's all on the website.
It's all on the everything's on the website. Yeah.
.com.
Because like my main days I have off for like Mondays and Fridays.
So yeah, take
there
the
you go.
opportunity.
Yeah.
You got no excuses then.
Yeah.
Right.
So
like Monday,
maybe the Masters, though.
There was an open micer. He was so serious. He was like, I'm not going up this week, but I need to know because I'm going to be going up. I'm like, oh, you are? Okay. He's like, I have a wardrobe change.
Oh.
And I'm like, you have 3 minutes.
Damn.
You have 3 minutes. Where the fuck are you changing? I was like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
He was delusional. He's like, I got some that's like Velcro. I was like, okay, I guess. I mean,
I had a guy come week after 3 weeks in a row upset about our system. He had it was a language barrier problem. And he was like, how come I no go up now? I was like, I don't fucking I was nice enough to write down everything for him. Follow this, and he goes, bring out
and that is
manager.
very nice.
He's instead of telling him to get fucked, it was nice. Yeah.
What I tell them, like I say, go talk to another open micer because they're going to give you better information than I am.
Yeah, that's what Jess told me. Like,
Yeah.
I reached out to her before because I wanted to do stand-up comedy. She's like, I don't fucking know something. Don't ask me. You peasant. It just spit on me. No, it was crazy. No, that's
Sounds
why
about
I love
right.
Jess. That's why
about
I
right.
love Jess. But no, but that's why. But also doing this, I think, is super important because people don't know what a door guy is. If you just start an open mic, maybe you don't study this on YouTube or been in it, and they're there. Literally, when you go, you'll see them. They're working. They're out in the trenches. And
you can come and watch shows.
Yeah.
Like as a comedian, as long as there's room, if it's not sold out, you can sit in the back.
That's the best part about the store. It's the most comic friendly. If you're just hanging and you're being positive about it, like if you want to watch a Sebastian and there's room in the back, of course, just talk to one of the door guys. We'll gladly put you in the back. Just be cool. That's it.
Yeah.
I really want to check it out. The only thing I feel like every time I've gone there, the parking has been like painful.
It's Sunset. It's
LA.
the
You're
most.
gonna have to pay for parking.
It's the most popular street in California. Like one of the most touristy places.
But they have parking there at
They have parking for the paid regulars. People going in and out, like the paid regulars and like management. Those are the people who could park there.
It is weird. You're gonna have to learn. It's kind of like a little frat, and we got little rules that are. They seem stupid, but it's part of the culture.
Definitely no.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to learning. I've like been other mics like Laugh Factory type of situation where you still have the same type of parking situation. But I'm definitely.
Do they still do that shit where you have to line up on the one Tuesday and then you don't even get up till the next Tuesday?
At Laugh Factory, I haven't even hit Laugh Factory personally. I haven't done that stage, but I've been to like events there, and it's just a very interesting vibe.
Like if I'm gonna take the day off and go and stand in line, I should get up that night. Not next week.
I don't even want. Like I've auditioned 6 times. 6 times, and they're just still like, yeah, we'll get back to you.
You were just on the wall. You were on the marquee.
That was a third-party show. They just put you up on the marquee. And it's not the Laugh Factory. It was a Mexican show. It was the Latino night.
Damn.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well,
Hey, no, take the picture, man. Post a picture. No, change the caption. Whatever you want it to be.
But yeah,
The Ice House is about to open back up.
Yeah, that's another
about
thing
that.
that's exciting about it, is the Ice House is coming back.
What's that place?
That's in Pasadena. That's like probably if my next favorite club is gonna go the store and then the Ice House. It's just as
agree.
far as it rules.
Hopefully I'll get to check it out. Bless you, Wesley.
bless you, West. And Onye West, thank you so much for being on and performing so well.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome. Give it up, man.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes, that was great.
All right, Onye. So just continuing it here. You're good. You can just hang out if you want to.
I gotta go back.
You have to go. Okay, for sure.
Have a good night. Of course.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
I'll get everybody's Instagrams too.
Sure. Yeah, I'll send them your way. You definitely
Right
want
on
to follow
you.
them.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
All right, Wes, how are you doing? Good. You want water? You good?
Is he the secretary? Because the phone's
He's the producer. Wait, what phone is that, by the way?
See?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, check that out. Yeah. How are you two?
We're good.
Y'all are good? Yeah, this
Good.
has been fun.
This is a cool little.
So where the hell did you come from?
Miami.
That's right. You just like all of a sudden moved here. Now you're doing this already.
Yeah.
How long you been here?
7 months.
Oh, I didn't know you.
But I just started. Yeah, but I just started doing like all of this like the past 2 months.
How long you been doing stand up?
The past month I've gone up on stage like 15 times or something.
Okay.
So I got something going on, but I like this more.
You like the podcast format more? Or?
Yeah. Well, also like meeting and I consider myself a comedy connoisseur. I'm gonna coin that because it's like you can't argue with that. So, but I like meeting comedians and watching it. This is so much fun to me. I mean, this is
fun.
Are you Jewish?
A lot of fun.
No, I'm not. I'm actually Nicaraguan. Believe it or not.
I was gonna assume Latin of some sort.
You were?
Yeah.
His name's Peter. How did
He
you
looks
guess?
like Edgar Granados from back home a little bit.
Edgar Granados.
He's just another Mexican comic from back home. Yeah.
another
Latin.
spick.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, he's Venezuelan.
Hey.
He's Venezuelan? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll see.
Venezuelan, yeah. Venezuelan Nicaraguans also I find them pretty similar culturally and mannerism wise, but yeah, you two are amazing. I mean, I couldn't have asked for better guests right now, especially, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen you all. Like, I've gone to a comedy store so many, especially the potluck. I usually just go to potlucks.
That's the night for comics.
Yeah.
That's the night to hang. That's the night to watch your friends, and then sometimes friends and family will go up and you'll like, oh, this, like if you're in at the store, like the door guys know who you are, or like the booker wants to see you and you're doing it, like you could just potentially go up at the store. It's crazy. It's
nuts. I mean, I really enjoy also like Darren, the beatboxer. He does the beatboxing.
Party starter.
Garza.
Party starter.
Steven Garza was also
Garza.
super funny. Lucas
That's
Pearl.
a great story. That's one of Garza keep you going because he was a door guy for so long.
Yeah,
really?
Long time.
12 years. I think.
Long.
I'm trying to get him on the
time.
show. He wants to do an interview. He doesn't feel comfortable critiquing comics, but
Oh, that's so Garza.
I don't know Garza like you. Yeah, it was towards I've only been there a year, so he was there maybe the last 2 months when I first started. So I haven't really worked with Garza. So as soon as second month in, him and Kyle Irby got passed.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's been doing it for like 20 years.
Wait, so how long was he doing it? 6? You said 6 years. He was a door guy.
No, I think it was like 12 years. He was
12
a door
years.
guy. He started in San Diego. He was a door guy down there in La Jolla Comedy Store, and then he moved up here. It's just a great store because he's the type of guy that comes in, like keeps his head down and just does his sets and does his work.
Yeah.
We would talk and all that, but he didn't really party or hang out. So to see somebody like that make it. It's just a nice feeling.
Yeah, but it makes you go like, oh, I should party so that it doesn't take 12 years.
Yeah, right. Maybe I should do the opposite.
I should party so it takes 4. I should do coke and stuff. That'd be fun.
That's hey, at least have a good time.
Yeah.
I love how you're just like, oh, you're 19. You should totally just do all the drugs and gambling.
Yeah, why not?
That kid is funny.
Where did you meet Lenny?
Lenny's he was here on the open mics and I kind of liked him. He's hilarious. He has a funny attitude, but he found out, he came to the show and I didn't invite him or anything. He just came to do open mic. He found out through a live stream that I talked about it. He was just like really interested in in everything that I'm doing.
Take care of Lenny because I do feel like he could kill somebody.
Right? Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something so positive. Take care of Lenny so that he can grow as a person and a comic. But nah, it's like take care of him before he shoots somebody.
Before he shoots someone, yeah.
Jesus.
You got. He's probably gonna. He'll probably see him at the comedy store now.
Yeah,
he's 19 though.
He can't come yet.
He'll probably try to finesse it or something.
If he doesn't, well then
just kick him out. Yeah,
he would
then
be
he'll
really
come
dumb.
and shoot you.
Yeah,
he'll really go on and shoot you.
It was like some guy admitted to me he was 19. I was like, why'd you just tell me that?
Why did you just do that? Now I have to kick you out.
Oh man, yeah.
I was because I was a kid. I let that guy hang out because security let him walk in, and comics were vouching for him, and he was just hanging for like a week or 2. And then I come by, he's like, "Yeah, man, it's crazy that I'm in here," and I'm like 19. I'm like, "You're fucking idiot, man.
Idiot.
You could have just lied.
Right.
Oh, and also all door guys go up on stage though all the time.
Yeah,
regardless
all
if
door
you want
guys.
to and you have material or not, right?
Well,
I've seen some guys go up like, I'm just here.
oh
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah,
guy
I
with
get
the
what you
beard,
mean.
what's
I get
his
what you
name?
mean. It's Dave Waite, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey yo, how's it going? Hey, I'm up here drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. I'm the boob guy. I love Dave.
Worried about my meter.
He's always got like nothing to say.
But out of all the door guys, he is the guy who has the most credits. He's the guy who has
Really?
who probably should be passed.
Yeah.
Out of all of us, yeah, he's been doing like 20 plus years. Wow. He's a road guy. Like when people,
Man.
he's been on Fallon. He's been on all these things. So when I first started working here, we were like, "What are you doing
What are
here?"
you doing here?
I honestly feel like he changed the game of door guy, because the door guy was something like you're kind of a mid-level, newer, funny person.
Yeah.
Well,
But then-
you say that, but we had Matt
Matt who?
Billin.
How long was Matt? How long Matt doing it before he got hired?
He's been doing it probably 20 years too. He had a Comedy Central special in Canada. and
Really?
all of that, yeah.
Damn.
So then Matt changed it, because
Yeah.
it used to be a newer comic, mid-level comic.
I
Roll
think Matt
there.
changed it because
That
then I
makes
think
sense.
even Kyle was hired after that, and Kyle's been doing it like 20 years too.
Jesus.
And then it
Kyle Irving.
I got hired. Yeah, Kyle Irving.
Yeah,
Then
he
Dave
just got
White's
his
been
name
doing
on the
20
wall.
years. Yeah.
Is that when you get passed? Mm-hmm. Fuck.
And then you call your name for, you get past, you stay fresh. You got to stay fresh. People are still like, and this is like next tier. You got to get past, you stay, because if you don't stay fresh, then your name gets put on the wall, but you don't get put in the rotation.
Fuck.
and it's all about online content.
Staying fresh being I'm
right now.
Content material.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
What you're doing right now.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's all
They'll
about.
do like jokes you've been doing for 9, 10, 15 years.
Right. I mean, what's this? Oh my God! You know who's always? It just like some jokes though. Like your joke about your shoe
Yeah.
always hits for me.
Thanks, man.
You know, or I have a joke also. There's what's this guy with the curly hair talks about the homeless porn.
Are you talking
Oh, Josh Martin.
Josh Martin.
Come on.
Guy.
He's a funny guy.
He is.
He's funny, but
He's been
just,
killing it lately.
He's been killing it, but
He
he's
really
just
has.
like off stage. He's
Yeah, it's kind of
Such a strange
he's a
guy.
grumpy Gus off
Those-
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a peculiar character. For
Never
sure.
happy. Never happy.
Interesting. Yeah, you meet, but you go up. You start seeing all these characters. Like this comedy scene is an organism. It's a living organism, and like if it shoots people out if they don't perform, and it brings people in who want to be affiliated with it. But it's like each person. I think that's the most interesting side of it. And your stories, Did you struggle with an addiction, Jess? I don't know.
I got all
That's the
kinds of
weird question.
addictions.
I mean, you said Saul was pretty open about his triumphant killing of
I have a food
gambling
addiction. I have a nicotine addiction. I mean, I did meth in high school. Luckily, I got away from
Straight
it.
up meth or Adderall? Are we talking?
No, I did meth.
You're talking like smoking meth.
I smoked
She would have
meth.
said, she would have differentiated
She
that.
just wanted to be clear. Yeah, just.
I did meth on accident once as an adult, thinking it was
Snort it
something
or
else.
smoke it.
So I did it off of a knife, thinking it was coke.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then like it went like down, like it was like my nose is getting cut up. I'm like going in, they're like, oh, that was meth. It was scante is what the Mexican do. I was like, oh, well, I don't like this at all. I didn't like it.
The problem is that I liked it. Like it keeps you going. It gave me energy. I felt like everybody always had around me that I didn't have. And you just get shit done. It was great.
But not always.
And it lasts longer than.
Were you valedictorian in the high school?
No.
It kept you going.
Yeah, actually, Paddy Tooney. I don't know if you probably all see him, but like he said, like he's quit cocaine and then he just got bent on methamphetamines, and that was like even better. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
it's
meth
better.
is to me better. It lasts longer, and then the come down is not as hard.
You don't quit anything if you go to one thing else. You just downgrade or upgrade.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like, he didn't quit cocaine to do meth. He downgraded from cocaine
It's
to
a
meth.
little cheaper.
I stopped
so-
gambling to trade options on the stock market.
Yeah.
It's still gambling.
Yeah.
It's still gambling like a motherfucker. Still ruins families.
Still,
Potentially.
yes. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you didn't transfer that into like crypto or something. You're this big crypto.
Thought about it. Thought about it.
You would have lost everything.
I would have lost everything.
Because I did. I lost like all of what I had, man.
For real.
Crazy. Yeah.
What were you in?
Man, I was in all the altcoins. Like, think about Banana Coin, Ape Swap, like all these. I was in one
Apes?
called Pube Coin.
Wait, why were you doing like the spoof ones? Why were you doing like Ethereum?
I did. I made a good amount with Ethereum and Bitcoin, but then I was like, let's go all. I'm gonna gamble. You know?
So you
let's go.
you went with the legitimate one, and you're like, "Well, the clown coin's a good idea."
Yeah, well, you know what? You know, it made a lot of sense at the time. It was like a penny stock. It was going crazy, and you saw it's all about aping in and the excitement. But then
Aping in is what they call it.
It's a gambling addiction.
It's a gambling.
It's a gambling addiction.
It's the retail investors trying to act like they're smarter than they are, but they're really just betting their parents' money or their hard-earned money to just continuously lose it. I mean, unless they're buying stocks. If they're buying stocks and keeping it, fine. But options, they disappear. It's just like when you play poker and you got.
I love it because
It's just gone.
half the comics I know are the way you're talking, and the other half don't even have bank accounts. So it's like it's such a weird fucking.
Well, you either upgrade or downgrade, right?
Yeah, either upgrade or downgrade.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
I just got my Chime card.
Hey, that's a online. I have one of those. It is a strictly online bank account. They don't have a storefront.
Wow.
I think one of the basketball teams is rep by Chime. I think it might be the Lakers.
How do you deposit cash?
That's the difficult part. You just get everything's direct deposit.
Difficult part.
Everything's direct deposit. You can submit Apple
They say
Pay
it's
stuff,
supposed to build
Venmo.
your credit, though. How does that
It
work?
will. It will.
okay.
Just because it works like a normal bank account. Look, this ain't even a Chime commercial. I'm over here helping.
Yeah. Well, no, I think people need to know about having good credit too. I mean, I think people don't even realize that how important it is to have credit, especially if you're a comic. I feel like you're not.
I'm happy about these Gen Z comics. Hopefully, they'll be better with their money than a lot of these millennial comics were, because half of us don't have bank accounts. We just strive for the success of being a comedian, but then like we don't even know what success is. Is it financial? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, I would like for it to be financial now, but that means I gotta open up all like a.
I have no future planning.
No, you gotta.
You really have nothing set in store. What, you don't have anything.
I'm broke as shit.
Life is too important to be taken seriously. I like to think that way.
Sure, but I want to own land. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah.
I want houses and shit. It's not something I think about back then, but it's like now it's like.
That's what your success is.
Yeah.
Consider.
Yeah, that'd be not a success, but just nice to have.
Sure.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have. You don't think about it then, but now like 12 years into comedy, you're like, now I got a wife.
Yeah.
You know, now it like feels like I got a career with it. I'm not just some funny guy.
You are a really funny guy.
Yeah, I appreciate.
And you have a great following.
Yeah.
I mean, how long have you been a door guy?
And your wife is very supportive.
She rules. A year. August would be a year officially. I've been hanging at the store like the whole year. 2019 pandemic happened, and then I was hanging when they were doing weird outdoor shows. Remember those when they were doing?
That.
You were. They were doing from the original room window. And then the comics would be up there in the original window, and you'd be watching from the patio.
That's pretty cool.
It was kind of weird, but they let anybody up. They would just let anybody, because
Really?
the paid regulars were like, "Fuck that shit."
So a lot of that would do it. They would.
Yeah.
Anybody would be willing to do it. Yeah?
It started with paid regulars like, "Yeah, we need something," and then they did it, and they didn't get that reaction they wanted because it was hard.
The feeling we're looking for you.
And then now, because you're just literally doing it from a window to the like out to no, it's weird. But I did it like 3-4 times. It was fun.
And then you became a door guy?
Door guy when, thankfully, thank you every comedian who's moved to Austin. I love you so much. Dear door guys who
starting
moved
to come back now.
well, too late. I already got my spot.
You two already have your foot in the door. That's
Dear door guys who moved to Austin, I love you so much. Because now, room for old Saul over here.
I think that all the models moved to Austin too. My girlfriend's pretty happy about that. Very beautiful women out here.
Yeah, so I know that.
That's because you're hanging out at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
You're hanging out with comics. What do you expect?
But did you two also become door guys at the same time?
No.
Okay.
No.
So wow, you had to say it like that.
She's been no, because you're way.
No.
You're way. Because you're been doing it way longer than I have.
Come on,
That's
so
what I mean.
low.
Well, I moved here before Saul did.
Yeah. Okay.
I was probably not ready. I mean, I moved after 4 years of doing comedy in Sacramento. I moved down here. I'm glad I had 4 years under my belt.
Yeah.
But it was still, I really wasn't ready. But
I guess.
But you're loud and you have tenacity.
Yeah.
When sometimes when she yells, she gets what she wants.
Yeah.
I'm imagining her going, "Get a fucking door guy job." Like, all right, lady, take it easy.
Yeah.
It's yours. That's probably what happened.
Maybe.
Well, they kept telling me they don't hire women. That's what Steve Fury kept telling me.
That was 3 years ago?
No.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And I was like,
wow,
well,
still
we'll see.
oddly not progressive.
4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, it's still, it wasn't. It wasn't. So I just kept going up there, and I was working with fucking that bitch. And she had me out front making sure people go where they're supposed to, because she had she thought everybody was against her and sending people the wrong way. So while I was out there, I just started checking IDs because I was in the military. I was like, I know how to do this shit.
You were in the military?
Yeah, so I was like, I know how to do
and you
check
did
an ID.
methamphetamines? Your mom was like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah.
All this sounds right for people in the military for me.
Yes.
Really? Okay. It's okay. I'm from Miami, so there's not a lot of military bases out
And I
there.
only smoked crack once.
I'm learning stuff now.
You two have been friends for a long time, yeah. So...
That's great.
Thank you. I thought it was good.
So you were checking IDs.
Yeah. And
you're
then,
making yourself useful.
Yeah. I just started doing the job. So then finally Eric was like, okay, maybe we can hire her. And Curtis was on my side. Curtis was great.
These are all old managers, all like, yeah.
Curtis moved to Austin.
Yeah.
There's going to be like historical records of these individuals. It's like,
yeah.
We allowed and knighted Jess.
Does that make you feel good, being the first lady door staff?
Of course.
It makes me feel great having you on right now. I mean,
Well, I just
phenomenal.
don't, he's
Cool.
right, though. I just don't take no for an answer. Like, they told me I couldn't bring my podcast back to the store when I came back, and I was like, okay, we'll see.
And then
We just
it's back.
recorded Monday.
It's back. I was going to say, you get what she wants.
And how do you do that podcast? Do you set up on stage? Or do you...
Oh, it's called the Liars Club. So we have a studio down there, and we have a comic on. They tell 2 stories, one true, one a lie, and then we interrogate them and try to figure out which is which.
I've been on the show. It's a fun show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I have to check that out.
There's a Comedy Store Studios downstairs where they produce all the Comedy Store.
You don't watch our Door Guy
podcast? Nobody watches our Door Guy podcast.
I just got here a month ago. I didn't even know what the Comedy Store was until 3 or 4 months ago. My brother was like, do you know this place? And this is where all the famous comedians are. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't even care. But he's like, knew about it. And I went and I realized what it was. And I just started...
You watched the Showtime doc? You should watch the show.
I haven't even watched that.
The thing is, I feel like I've come into this organism as if it's like, I don't know anything about it. I'm ignorant. But I'm confident, and I'm just kind of like, I love being around comedians, so I think it's kind of cool that you all are still going at it, especially too, because it's like one of those things that you never really know why. Yeah, after a while you're just kind of doing it. What am I doing it for? Is it?
So do you? I don't know about you, but I wake up every day like, okay, are we still doing this?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's easy. It's fuck yeah, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You have to make yourself a creature of habit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like in order to because you gotta all right, I'm gonna write this today. I'm gonna put in today. I wrote 5 jokes and then I cleaned my freezer. So you gotta incorporate your regular life, and then when I get done with this, I'm gonna take my dog to the dog park and then submit to a festival. You know what I mean? So it's like a good mix of both. As long as I have a good mix of both, because then I notice I won't pay attention to comedy, and then I'll just do all my normal errands for my wife, and then I'll be awful on stage. I have to be zoned in every day. So then that includes I force myself to write 5 jokes a day. It's hard.
Wow.
That's good for you.
Yeah, you got to work out the ideal muscle. That's what James Altucher is pretty famous for coining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to work the muscle of writing, and then when you a lot of comics will notice you start forcing yourself to write. You're like, well, I kind of like writing scripts, and you learn to write scripts, and then that's what coming out here has done for me. I'm not sure if that's a default for everybody, but
you're writing scripts.
Yeah. You have to. You kind of have to.
I'm gonna have to start doing something like that.
Yeah.
Good for you. That is what you need.
Yeah.
Scripts are phenomenal. I mean, the entertainment. I mean, I love what you're doing on your Instagram. It's kicking ass, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
It's because it's you don't see a lot of comics do both too.
What do you mean?
Well, here's the
I
thing.
just don't see a lot of like stand-up comedians like commit to like also doing Instagram Reels or like going onto YouTube and like.
Well, we have to now, though.
Yeah, no, that's what.
But they don't.
Awesome.
That's
They
what
don't.
It means.
Yeah.
They don't. It's whether you have to compete or go. I don't care about a following. I'm just gonna focus on my. That's fine, but you won't get ticket sales. People aren't coming to your show.
Right, exactly.
If you want people to come to your show in 2022, you gotta make yourself known.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be showing crowd work clips, whether it be doing stupid sketches.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're too. Is it cynical as comics? We don't want to. We don't want to act like. Ugh, that looks. We're not improvers. We're not
Yeah.
like. We're not. I don't want to
It's
be silly.
an ego thing.
Yeah, it's
too.
an ego thing.
Yeah.
So you got to push past that and go. All right, I'm gonna try to make a funny video. Maybe people remember my face so that I could put a button seat in Zany's. You know what I mean? At Zany's or whatever the fuck I'm at.
Rosalie gave us a great idea. She printed me out like a little mock version for our door show.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a list of all of us in our social medias, and we should be handing that out. It should be
Yeah.
on every table.
Well, we have a link tree on our thing.
We don't need paper anymore.
Yeah, but people like the paper,
I hear you.
and then they will
QR
look
codes.
at
The
it.
QR codes are really useful, actually.
You would put the QR code on there,
Yeah.
okay? But still, you could have the list of everybody and all their names because they don't necessarily remember all the comics.
That's very true.
Yeah.
No, that is very true. I feel like sometimes I wouldn't know where to follow you guys if I didn't walk up to you
Yeah.
after and say, "Hey, that was great." And not many people like to talk to anybody.
I think we're working on because we do a show called Up Next in the Belly Room. It's Wednesdays tonight at 10:30. Wednesdays at 10:30. That we've actually been doing okay getting people there, but we're gonna try to get old door guys. I don't want to name names because I don't want to make any like promises.
Right.
But like older like door guys that are famous now, we're in talks of hopefully having them either close at our show or go in the middle of a show so that we could butts in seats.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it's just hard producing
Well,
the
you're
show.
producing the show.
No, I was producing, but the Comedy Store is producing the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was.
But you help out every.
Yeah, I was help out
Of
everywhere
course,
I can. Yeah,
Because you're the
Yeah.
you're the door guy.
yeah,
Everybody wears all the hats there.
yeah. You kind of have to.
That's such. See, I feel like that's another thing that I was surprised about, like how this industry works. Where it's like your qualification for getting a job is whether you're funny. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't exist anywhere.
No.
No, I think Comedy
It's
Store
like a
is
family.
like my favorite. Granted, we work there, so we're a little bit biased, but
Somebody trying to get in here? Is it a homeless guy? There's a guy washing his ass in the bathroom.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
There was.
yeah, it was crazy.
What? Did you guys? Did he just like walk in here when you guys were gone?
Oh no, and there's a bathroom in this like big. There's like a big office.
And that's how Lenny got on the show.
That's how Lenny did it. He just stumbled upon.
No. Let's let this stray cat in the house. This one seems cool.
You squint your eyes, you pause, and you said, "Nah, man, let's let this stray."
Because I was out of nowhere. I was like, "Who's this kid?"
I can see. Yeah, you can tell that you write scripts though. Now that you've said it, like
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense. Like you're the way that you.
I'm trying because like
It's a lot of work.
I want to be good at stuff. Like I
Hell
want to be
yeah.
undeniably good at stuff.
Fuck
so
yeah.
so I don't like I'm trying to write at scripts. So like that's why I hate editing my own videos because I'm not good at it. Then I'm gonna start hiring out just to get the text down. Like so
It's a lot to learn
sucks.
because I go now. I'm
Talk to Wes.
learning.
Wes is a really good.
Well, I just use iMovie, but still, I
Oh,
have
yeah.
to like learn how to use that. And then I find every time I go try to do something, I spend another hour and a half just researching on YouTube how to do the shit.
Yeah.
Did you take
That's a
any
part of it.
methamphetamines or you do?
I wish, and then I could
Okay, because this usually happens.
concentrate. You know,
Did you
this
quit?
Coke isn't doing it.
Did you?
Yes. She definitely quit.
Yeah.
you quit? You feel like you're out of that life?
The meth life, yeah,
The meth life, yeah.
yeah.
But caffeine, for sure.
Oh, I love caffeine. I'm addicted to love.
Hell yeah!
What I'm working on.
Are
now.
you two? You we know you're married. Are you married?
No.
Okay. You should.
No, my ex is locked up right now.
Get out of
Not at all. Jesus. I didn't know this.
That's why I moved away. So he was beating me, right? So now.
Jesus Christ.
No, is this serious?
Yes, this is 100% serious.
Gosh. Oh my god.
So now,
Tell me.
I got him 4 years, thank goodness. But he probably be
Wow.
getting out anytime soon.
Do you have a restraining order?
Yeah, a 10-year protective order.
My God, I heard that there's like something that they don't let you know when they get out too now.
No, they will. I have a thing that's supposed to email me when he gets out or anytime he moves.
Wow.
Like as far as out of prison anyway. After that, I think I'm on my own.
Are you good though? Like that it seems crazy. 4 years.
And if she wasn't, it's not a podcast. It's not a format for her to say she's not good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Blink a bunch.
Yeah, blink a bunch.
So that off.
I'm totally good.
Just, I mean, I would think that, you put someone, put someone in jail for 4 years and they're still alive. Right?
But that's why I started my podcast now. It's on YouTube. It's comedians and convicts doing time.
Hell yeah.
So,
really?
Yeah. Right now, I've only had one person on that's not a comedian. He'd only been to jail. And I haven't had anybody that's been in for a long stint yet. I'm really looking for that. So...
you'll find
Paddy.
Oh yeah,
Paddy Tooney. He's been in jail so many times, and he's a comedian who's really funny. He does corporate shows, cruises. He's an Elvis impersonator. Crazy. You'd love him.
Okay.
You would actually have him on your show. He talks about the prison system. Wes, right? He talks.
I think that's something.
System.
He's not wrong. If you somebody that's going to talk about the prison system,
I
want somebody on that show.
Absolutely. Well, and right now it's been easy because it's all been comics that have been to jail and they know how to talk, and it's. But that's what I do want to get somebody under my belt that doesn't have that. That's going to be a little bit hesitant,
like
talking.
Dark,
that's really done some time that we gotta bring out. But I would love to have him. Absolutely. Yeah.
I want to definitely. Yeah, I'd love to help you out in that with that endeavor. That sounds interesting. Wow, you really want to just deal with like criminals? That's what you just said. You're like, I want to deal with people who are afraid to talk about.
Well,
that's a wild group.
For one, me sending my ex to jail. That's one thing that kind of kicked it off. But also, like on a real note, my mom was a drug addict. She was in and out of prison my entire life. Every time she went to court, she always asked for rehab. They never gave it to her. Now, granted, it may not have worked, but they never gave her a shot either.
Right.
So I think that there's a lot that needs to happen in the prison system, and it's all about. We're not helping these people that go in because my ex has been locked up for domestic abuse, but I didn't know that because it was over 10 years ago. So it was off his record, But they're not really helping. There's a lot of narcissists, a lot of people without empathy in jail, and we need to learn how to help them.
There's an expungement period for like domestic abuse.
There's an expungement period for like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Get out of town. That's
so like that. We couldn't hold that against him. Like we couldn't use that as evidence in my court case.
But you want to have the conversation. That's what it seems like you want to do. You want to open up the dialogue.
Right, and people that really turn their life around, I have a lot of respect for them. I'm all about the underdog because I feel like I didn't come from the best shit. So if you can turn your stuff around, I'm all about that.
That's freaking inspiring. I gotta say, man, it's pretty cool. I gotta say.
You ever been to jail?
Yeah.
No.
Really? You haven't been to jail?
No, I should have gone to jail a couple of times.
I would say so too.
A couple of DUIs I should have gotten, but
it's probably the mullet vibe. You got the business in the front.
Yeah. I've known like my brother should have gone to jail like a couple times too, but he passed 2 DUI tests. You can pass those.
Wow.
You can actually pass those. Yeah.
If you're drunk.
But he was high.
Oh, okay.
He was high out of his mind. And then I was like, we got pulled over in Texas, and I was like, oh man, he's about to go to jail, and I got to drive his car to the gig by myself. And he did the tests, like, and then they're like, all right, man, see you later.
Damn.
I was like, fuck. How'd you do that? He was like, I don't know.
How did he do that?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a wizard right there.
Maybe they didn't care. Maybe they're like, he's not that. I don't know. But like later on, he was like, can you believe that? I was like, no, I can't believe that. You should be in jail right now. But hell yeah, Texas.
Texas.
No, what was it? No, Idaho. No, big difference. I think
Idaho.
Texas, he'd be in jail.
You're
Idaho.
lucky because they don't have a lot to do. When I got pulled over in North Carolina, he was the only trooper working that freeway. And he'd let me know he was on his way home, but he had to stop me real quick.
Really?
Yeah, and then I blew a .08, and I was so happy. I shouldn't have gotten happy because I was like, oh, great, so that's the legal limit. And he was like, no, ma'am, that's the illegal limit.
Oh, my gosh.
Did they mark it down to a wet and reckless, or they went straight DUI?
It went well. By the time I got back to the station and blew, because I literally had only had 2 drinks, I blew a .06, so it got knocked down to a reckless driving. But I still haven't handled that, which I need to.
There's a lawyer on. Yeah, you should probably get that.
I was like, wait a minute. All sorts of shit happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in your life right now. It's really interesting.
She can't go back to North Carolina because of a fucking reckless driving warrant?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But there's a TikTok lawyer who's really gone popular because he's like gotten people who have had like crazy DUI accidents off. And he's like, one of the things that he even tells people is like, you know, if you have a DUI, like, and you have hit somebody, run, like go, like leave with the car, because they can't argue that it's like a DUI or you're drunk. At least you got a wet and reckless or a hit and run, and you can knock that down. And I thought that was pretty fucked up to say. I think it's fucked up to say out loud. But
Oh no, I have friends who've done that.
yeah,
I've done that. What?
know.
I wrecked my car in England, ended up in a canal. I had my snake around my neck. It was.
You had a
Go on.
snake?
Yes, I had
What kind
a
of
long.
snake?
Go on.
I had a red-tailed boa, and she was big, and I had her around my neck, and ended up in this canal, and they're like really. I had to swim out. It was like a really deep canal in England, and my snake started to swim away, and I had to grab her. But the thing is, I had this snake around my neck, and I was like going to these.
Is it like one of these red-tailed boas? Is it that big?
Yeah, but yeah, she was big, but she was bigger. These are little babies.
Oh, these are babies.
She was like 6 foot, but I had her around my neck,
Fucking
and
size of a person.
I was going to houses trying to get help, but of course nobody would answer the door. I'm soaking wet at night in England with a snake around my neck. So finally,
Yeah, nobody's opening the door, Jessica. They saw you. They saw you through the people. They go, no, thank you. There's a wet lady with a snake around her neck. There's the devil outside. They're not going to your fucking shit.
So I got lucky, but finally this trucker guy who was a little sus, but he was willing to take me.
He was a little sus. You were both sus of each other. You still have the snake the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Yeah, the guy was definitely.
And that's when my neighbor tried to sleep with me that night. It was weird.
Wow, where was this?
In England.
England.
Were you stationed in England, or you just hanging out?
No. I was stationed in England for 2 years. Yeah. I swerved. It was like I just ended up in a canal.
Were you drunk?
Well, I don't want to put that out there officially.
It was in England.
Wait a minute. We all assumed you were drunk.
I had just been robbed. My house had been broken into, and they stole my cigarettes and my beer out of the refrigerator. So I think it was kids.
Damn. That's ruthless.
But that's why I was out, because I had ran out of cigarettes.
Did they take the money though?
They took a bunch of other stuff too.
Okay, I thought it was just the beer and the cigarette.
No,
That'd be
I wish it
funny.
was just that, but
So you were kind of like in a down state that time, huh?
yeah. Oh yeah. And I wanted cigarettes.
No excuse
and then I was
to drink and drive. Jess is kind of fucking crazy.
I never said I was.
So
We're just assuming,
you're drunk.
We're just assuming at this time. I'm assuming.
You don't have cigarettes. You got your emotional support snake.
These-
You're- And then you
Whoa.
crashed.
It sounds serious.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
bu-
But I had to leave the car, clearly.
it seems like getting in an accident was probably
But
the best thing that happened.
they can't prove anything, right?
No.
Yeah, because
And I'm not going to say I wasn't drinking.
I don't think anybody wanted to prove anything. You had a snake around your neck, or just like nobody even probably asked questions.
Well, once I got home, I just let it be until they found my car.
That was almost the exact story. But I'm glad that you told the story because it happened to you. My buddy crashed a car into a tree. Crashed a car into a tree, and then just like, I'm just gonna leave the car. Went home, slept it off. Cops come the next morning. He goes, "Oh no, my truck was stolen."
Oh, good for him. That's even better.
Yeah, my truck was stolen, and they knew in their hearts that they drank and drove. They're like, "You're sure you're stolen?" He was like, "I was stolen." He got off with a stolen truck that was driven into a tree instead of a DUI.
Good job.
Beautiful.
Good job.
Sometimes people have to understand the invention of lying. You know, if people don't. I feel like sometimes they choose to be honest.
Yeah,
At the wrong time. I know a guy who got a DUI, and he's like, "Man, you know, I was just being honest. My dad always told me be honest." And I'm like thinking, this motherfucker has only been honest in this one time in his life. I have to say, because it's not like anybody.
That's
you don't necessarily have to
$20,000
lie. You just
Yeah.
you just
No, but it's
don't
good.
say things.
Yeah, you just withhold information.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm rooting for you all to get past and go on to the list, right? That's the whole
Your
thing.
paid,
it's like
paid regulars.
Paid regulars, like 120 open micers. There's only like 12 spots, right? I think it's something.
Oh, that's you talking about. You're talking about getting on potluck.
Still though.
You're talking about potluck.
We're talking about when
What's
we
the
get past. We want to be on the lineups during the week.
So potluck, door guy.
So how
Like
it
paid
how it
regular.
works, potluck, and then not necessarily door guy. So door guy will be in the development. Where what like development of the Comedy Store. So you like if anybody is like if they're interested, the Comedy Store is interested in a comedian that's doing well, you don't have to work there in order to get past there.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
You could also do well at potluck, which is the open mic portion that you know a comic can sign up for and get randomly picked, and then if they do well there, they'll get put in the development system, which is you'll see any live from the belly room. If you see that show, those are the kind of the feeder tank, the development of like the booker gets to see them do 10 minutes, and then some people can be in development for 10 years.
Fuck.
Some people can be in development for a year.
Yeah.
And then they'll just get passed. It just depends on the time. It depends on honestly, it depends on, it's a supply and demand thing. And honestly, if they need an Indian comic, you're going to get passed over a white comic because it's supply and demand.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And it is fun. It's about funny, but at the same time, it's like
Relatability.
relatability,
Who's there.
and honestly, the following you build, that helps a lot.
Damn, yeah.
That helps a lot. It didn't used to be
I feel
something
like
in
I'm
the
so
past.
behind on that part. I'm just starting to really push that.
Yeah, you seem like you got on that treadmill.
Yeah, but I think it's late to the game.
It's never too late.
Like Saul had a great, like you started that podcast with Fury that really went well.
It's going good, and then it's the reels. You're just getting the figuring out the real, and then still the algorithm, and then it's just a word I hate so much.
I know.
But that's what controls and everything. You know what I mean? You getting in that algorithm so you go viral, so that you could put butts in seats. Yeah, sometimes comics will go viral. They don't know what to do with the big going viral. It's like, all right, what now? You keep it going so that you can sell tickets.
Yeah.
The whole point is to sell tickets.
Yep.
That's the whole point I do these videos.
Yeah.
Is to, when I get on the road, I want people there. And it's cool to like, I'll be in Sacramento. They're like, oh, I saw you on Instagram. Like 11, 12 people. And I'm like, thank
That's
God.
awesome. That's awesome.
yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
but I
sick,
want
though.
to pack a room like that, you know, to be the next household name. And I feel like Instagram or TikTok, which I'm not utilizing as much, is
I'm on the TikTok train right now.
37 on TikTok, just like, oh boy.
I know. That's how I feel. I did not want to be on it. I wasn't on it until when I moved back to North Carolina during the pandemic. I watched my roommate, my friend, and her daughter just every night would sit down and just TikTok. I was like, I got to get on this shit.
They're on it? You mean they're watching it?
Watching it.
Yeah, because they're heroin addicts.
Yeah.
That's all fucking social media is. They're drug
I got to
addicts.
get on it then, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. How old are you, Peter?
I'm 24.
Baby.
Young, man.
Yeah.
Young.
Look at him. All this money, paying for Ubers for Lenny.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like just a 24.
Hiring this West guy over here, he's getting paid something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that either. This city's mean. I don't know about him paying anybody.
That doesn't mean I'm mean. I'm from.
No, yeah, I'm kidding.
But yeah, very very true. And what is that podcast, by the way?
Well, I have a Instagram
show.
It's an Instagram show where we utilize reels. We watch fight videos and we do like a mystery science theater type. Like we commentate on the videos.
Yeah,
we talk shit on fights, and it's not like UFC fights. It's like street fights.
Yeah,
it's like
World Star.
But you're taking reels that already have great views, and then commenting and doing the commentary on them.
Remixing on it, yeah.
Remix. So
that's the cancelable stuff that I could be getting in trouble for.
Yeah.
Because we're sexist, we're racist, we're everything. But it's like at the same time we're watching two grown-ups become idiots, so it's fair game.
Yeah, it is fair.
You guys are being idiots in public over what? Like, because some lady said something at a Walmart you didn't like, so you're gonna throw down in the conditioner aisle? Fuck you.
I had a guy flick me off today on the way here, and I still don't know what I did.
You're thinking about it right now, yeah.
He really did. I don't know what I did. No, I think maybe he thought I was following him too close when I turned. because he almost stopped and started to pull over. So I just went around his ass and kept going.
This city's crazy. When I first got here, the first 6 months, I got out of the car 2 times on people. Crazy people shit. I'm a nice guy.
I know, but it'll get to you.
It'll get to me. So it'll be like a guy who cuts me off and then flips me off, and then I have a pocket of like we're
side by
side at a red light. I'll park the car. I'll get out of my car. I will knock on his window. I'll go, "What's up?" And they go, "Nothing." And I go, No. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
That's all I ask is what's wrong. He'll go, "I didn't like that you cut me off." I was like, "Okay, do you want to get out and talk about it?" No. I was like, "Then don't honk at people." And then I got back in my car. But that could have been anybody who could. That could have been anybody to beat me up. That could have been any bigger dude.
Dead.
I could have been dead. They could have shot me. But like that's what this. When I had to adjust. Now I'm one of them. Now I'm cutting people off.
Yeah.
Now I'm having fun.
You got to be careful. I was recently robbed and kidnapped.
What?
What the hell is going on? Jess, this is like...
This is true.
Jess.
What?
Mrs. Wellington, what is going on?
I legit think I was drugged. Because I was out, I went dancing. It was 10:30. I'm dancing. I remember dancing with these 2 girls, and then I don't remember shit after that. And then I just woke up the next morning, beat up on the side of the road in Hawthorne.
What the hell?
I know, it's crazy.
Man, so this was recently?
It was recent.
How recent was
2
this?
weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
They take all your shit?
They took my fanny pack. So I had to get a new car key. That's a bitch. That was $250.
Damn.
There's money in that fanny pack?
$400.
$400.
Fuck. That's a lot of money.
I got to get new IDs this week.
Do you carry pepper spray with you?
What do you?
I just bought my wife pepper spray.
I had broke like 5 nails because I guess I was fighting back.
Oh.
Even when you're blacked out.
Yeah.
Not gonna be easy. Fuck, that's
I feel like
crazy.
you might have knocked out and then just got robbed, right? Or do you?
Yeah,
you got beat up. No, you had bruises.
I had bruises. I had a bump on here. I had a bruise. The only one that really showed up, thank goodness I don't bruise very easy, was on my chin. Was a little bruise here, but then I had scratches and bruises. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, huh? Mm-hmm. You healed up pretty quickly if it's.
Yeah, I don't bruise very easy.
With the military, probably, right?
Well, I don't know about that. My dad used to beat us as kids, so I probably got used to it.
Fuck yeah, this is a good podcast.
Yeah, this is great. This is a crazy, great podcast.
Tight, dude.
I think it explains why you're in comedy. Want to make other people laugh.
I know it. Even when I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, "Fuck!"
It's kind of. I mean, you own it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no.
This is all a therapy session, actually.
Yeah,
I set
right.
this up with Peter.
Right. You
He's
put me in
actually
this
a therapist.
chair.
So it's like, yeah, just get.
It felt
She needs
right.
help. She needs to say this shit out loud. Get it off her chest.
Oh, well, I'm supposed to get a tummy tuck too, and then I'm dying because at 3 they changed the date. I was supposed to have it on Tuesday.
She's what are you getting? What are you getting
Tummy
done?
tuck.
Tummy tuck.
And then I'm gonna get
Lost how much weight?
like 160 pounds.
Yeah, that's a fuck ton of
50
weight. You
pounds.
gotta get a tummy tuck for that.
Yeah.
That was over how long?
Like 2 years.
Yeah, it was fast. It was fast.
That's pretty. Yeah, but not as fast as.
10 years over depression. That's pretty manageable.
Well, she did it healthy. It's,
But 2 years is crazy.
Yeah.
fast.
yeah, actually.
And I
yeah,
didn't
80
have
pounds
weight
a year,
loss
that's-
surgery. So yeah, that surprises people usually.
Yeah, how did you? Well, that's wild. That motivation must be.
Yeah.
Dick is a hell of a motivation factor, huh?
I was
that-
gonna,
is
I
it
was
all-
gonna make it more depressing, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold back on this one.
Hold back on that one.
Yeah. She's all, actually, I was tied to a radiator. You got Joker origins? What the
I couldn't access food, so I couldn't figure out the puzzle. So
So your childhood seemed to have been pretty challenging, huh? But now you.
yeah, but did you
overcame
come from a loving family?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, like a typical immigrant Mexican family, like conservative as like a conservative, like religious conservative immigrant could
Yeah.
be, you know, like believe in Jesus and respect your mom and dad, but you know, and then the typical like spankings and getting probably a little too far sometimes,
Right.
But
then they loved you at the end of the day.
at the end of the day, my parents.
Did you get beat with a belt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the belt too.
The belt.
Americans get surprised by that.
Americans get surprised by it? You're talking
American
about like
kids, like nowadays, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that. Well, yeah, it was the belt, and then like every like maybe 2 or 3 times my dad slipped, but like, he got fist, but he did it because I was a big boy. It's just getting fights with your dad, or like my dad hitting me, and I'll go,
Well,
all right,
well
whatever.
Jess was beat.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna make any.
Yeah, we can't even we can't even talk. I mean,
Have you ever had a gun to your head by your father?
what the fuck?
Can't say I have. See,
Nope.
see, my dad loved me, so I don't know. My dad called me his son. I'm not sure of the situation.
I used to be my dad's favorite. Not anymore.
Was it the guns?
What the hell?
No, I was only 5 then. He told
What the fuck? Yes.
What? Who is this dude? Is he alive?
Unfortunately, they lived the longest. Evil people.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay. We're not talking anymore. He's blocked me on everything too, so it's fine.
He's gonna like that this is out.
I'm all about it now. Like, I'm telling the truth. Like, I'm sick and tired of him getting away with it and men getting away with this kind of shit. Like, he's an evil person who is really good at being like outside in the world, making people think that he's a good guy.
He's manipulative.
Yeah, manipulative as fuck.
Well, it's good that you get rid of these people. These cancers can grow.
Absolutely.
Good that you detach. And you. I mean, also losing the weight is almost like a representation.
But that's
of that,
also
too.
what making me lose my mind, because that was my coping mechanism, was
Food?
just eating. Yeah.
What was your favorite food?
I love it all, dude.
McDonald's.
When people say that, I love McDonald's, I love
In-N-Out?
Taco Bell, I love Jack in the Box, I love steak, I love ice cream. I mean,
You still have the capability, because you didn't get the surgery, so you still have the capability of eating like that.
wait, even if you got the surgery,
My wife got the surgery. She can't eat like
can't
that.
eat like that.
She got the surgery. She can't eat like that anymore, which is like it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because I'm a comic and I work late nights, and so like I will do a lot of like secret eating from because of my wife. I was like, she can't eat Jack in the Box, but I can.
Right.
Shouldn't, but I can.
I'll bring her home a popper.
Nah. I will legitimately eat the Jack in the Box, spray myself down with cologne, spray my car down with
Bro,
because
what?
I don't. It's not a secret thing. It's I don't want her to be like, oh, bitch, you had Jack in the Box without me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
But it sounds like how I would hide like smoking weed from my mom, like
Yeah.
But it's like a Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
How wholesome.
I don't want her to get jealous because she also had struggles.
You should do a
Same. I did the same
where you
thing. I
just
didn't
have
want my
like
mom to get
a
jealous.
egg roll, little piece of lettuce or something from Jack in the Box in your teeth, and you come home and you just smile, and your wife's like, I knew
Like,
it.
no, I've been having an affair. It's not Jack in the Box. Been cheating on me. Will get me in less trouble.
You think so? Yeah, probably. Right? So, did your wife also got a tummy tuck, or was that?
No,
is that
she-
sounds like a stomach shrinking.
Yeah, she's got stomach shrinking, and it was originally with us, her wanting to have a kid with me. That's what it is. So she didn't want it. She didn't feel comfortable having a kid, being as just she was just heavier. And then I got it.
It's a lot harder for heavier
It's a lot
women
harder
to get pregnant.
So now I think she looks phenomenal. I love my wife. So
Hell yeah.
she's lost like 130 pounds.
good for her.
And
130 from the
you
surgery?
still have the mentality of eating. You know what I mean? You
and
still have
coping,
that of coping with it and enjoying food the way you do. We both aren't great with it, which we could be both, like I'll go, you want to go get ice cream? She'll go, fuck yeah. Fuck yes, I do. So we're not good for each other in that sense, but we're also like when I'm like, let's go for a walk today. So we'll go walk. We'll encourage each other and stuff
good.
like that.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
she had that, and now we're getting serious about to where like she's gonna go. We're both gonna go talk to a fertility doctor.
Okay.
Because I'm 37, she's 38.
Yeah.
I would like to be more successful in my career, but you have kids. when
Yeah,
have
but you
kids.
just can't wait because the clock is ticking.
The clock is definitely ticking.
It might
So
make you work harder too.
that's what happened. Apparently, I heard to Joe Coy. He was like whatever in his career, and then like he found out his wife was pregnant. He's like, fuck, I gotta gaslight this. I gotta fucking I'm not saying that I'm gonna make Easter Sunday anytime soon, but I'm saying
But you might because it seems like you got a wife, and then that helped with the gambling, and then you're doing the comedy, and then
it's quite helpful.
You know, it's like you're just leveling up.
Yeah.
And then now with the kid, that would be cool.
I cook a lot too, so that's not helpful. I cook a lot.
What's your best? Oh,
I went to culinary school,
God,
so
you're making me horny right now.
Yeah, man.
yeah. I gambled away all my college units because I was going to be a journalist originally, and then
How do you gamble away your college
What do you
units?
play?
like all the money that I was going to spend on college units.
Do you play poker, blackjack?
Blackjack. But I was good at poker, but then I would lose all my money at blackjack. I wanted to be a professional poker player at one point. Like when there was a bang in 2003. Like I was 21 then, and I was like, oh, I want to fucking be a professional poker player. It'd be cool. And you just end up being this degenerate.
Yeah.
Like just gambles all night. Like does 20-hour
just wears
sessions.
sunglasses inside.
Right. Yeah.
And then,
I do options. I trade options, not blackjack.
And yeah, man. And then in the process of like losing all, one year I was like, oh man, my parents are gonna throw me out. I saw a commercial for the Kitchen Academy by Le Cordon Bleu, and that's a trade school. That's majority of my students were like pregnant teenagers and people out of prison, and me. So it's just teach you
Degenerate game.
Yeah, degenerate. So it was a crash course of all the Le Cordon Bleu courses in France, but in Sacramento.
Oh.
They did it in a year and a half, and then I did that, and I worked in kitchens for a long time. It was good. It was fun.
And that's not very. I heard that's tough, bro. Like that.
Kitchen work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still love it though, man. I still.
Yeah.
Have you watched that series yet? I told you
The
about
Bear?
the bear.
Yeah, it's great.
Bear, yeah.
So good.
Those
It's
are
very
the
solid.
Ridiculous people.
That's another group of like people that I've encountered, like kitchen staff people that are comics. You know, chefs that are comics. I'm like, oh shit, thank you too. That's great. It's fun. Because then we'll end up linking up and having like we'll go to a lunch at a snooty place that I know that they'll enjoy, or like we'll have a potluck and cook. You know, so that's a
That's
fun
so
thing.
good.
Yeah.
Man. That's really important. Especially just not be.
Well, I actually want to turn potluck into a potluck.
Yeah,
I
that
think
would
we
be
should do
fun.
that. Mondays we should actually bring food in. That'd be fun. But yeah, so that's how I ended up, and that's how I ended up being a comic in culinary school. Like
That's how you call on stage. Hi, I'm Jessica. I brought the mac and cheese.
Everybody laughs. Yeah.
like my last week in culinary school, like everybody was like, bro, you should be a comic. Like my classmates, they're like,
Really?
yeah, they're like, bro, you're so funny. You're funny. You cracking jokes here. You should. And then that kind of linked it in my head. And then I tried stand up like a year later after writing 5 minutes.
And now your hairstyle and your character, did that develop? Or is that you?
That developed. I had a regular haircut.
Yeah.
I had a regular
I feel
haircut.
like you just become
Yeah, I did.
a person.
I got the mullet off of at a comedy festival, high on mushrooms. I told so like they were like, oh, we're gonna have you produce this show. It was in Humboldt County. There's this comedy festival called the Savage Henry Comedy Festival, and I started producing shows there. I would go and have fun, and they're like, oh, one of the venues is a barber shop. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get a mullet.
Touch
My
a
uncle had a
class?
mullet. No, in Humboldt County.
Oh,
My uncle had a mullet.
Generational mullet.
Yeah, my uncle had a mullet. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get a mullet. My uncle was cool. He did coke and he had a Camaro.
All right.
And then I got the mullet and I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna keep it for a year just based off of. And then that year turned into didn't cut it. That was like 2017. 2017. Yeah, I've had it since then.
Has it been good luck for you?
Yeah. Now people like now my.
I mean, you don't
manager,
see feathering like this today.
No, you do.
You see the Theo mullet.
Right, you don't see this feathering.
Yeah, the feathering is
But no, now it's like I have to tell my manager and my commercial agent if I'm gonna cut it, and they'll probably freak the fuck out if I do, because it's just the look now. Now you can't. Now you can't escape it.
This is the problem with Hollywood. We talk about being fat, all the same thing.
Yeah, you
develop a look. And
Yeah.
you go, why'd you change it? Or
Right.
right.
Yeah.
That happened to Jack Black too.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's
Or
this
Jonah
icon.
Hill. Jonah Hill.
I was
was
gonna
a
think,
big
well, now he's this icon too.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
Both of them are they're doing great. Yeah. Jess, how did you get started in comedy? What kind of inspired you to do that?
I fell into it. I had no idea. I was so ignorant. I used to heckle.
Oh my God, that makes sense.
Shut up,
dude.
You and Eddie Griffin. That's how he started in comedy. That's how Eddie Griffin started. Eddie Griffin was heckling, and then the classic like, well, if you could do it so good, come on, and he went on stage and did better than the comic, and then he became Eddie Griffin.
Imagine being like that good, where you're heckling, you show up a comic.
It's because I wanted to be on stage. I didn't know that at
That's
the
what
time.
most hecklers are. Is
Yeah.
they want to be on stage.
Right. It makes sense.
And I'd only been like to 2 shows, and it was tickets that the military had given us. I went and saw Dennis Miller shoot a special at Little Caesar, not Little Caesars,
Little Caesars.
Little Caesar's Palace. You know
Fuck
that?
yeah.
And I heckled, but luckily I was
Stafford was-
way up there. And then I moved to Sacramento to help a friend who was an alcoholic raise her kid, and I moved there, and I went to a comedy club just to see a show and realized they had an open mic, and I was like, you mean anybody can do this?
Did you write material when you first went on, or did you just wing it?
I'm so bad at writing anything down. No, even to this day, I just get an idea in my head half the time, and I just go on stage and.
So really, it was just I would not like to just believe that it was just a whim. It seems like it was.
Well, maybe it was meant to be. I was always funny in class, like most people say, that kind of thing. I definitely used humor to deflect what was going on in my life and make myself feel better. And being a heavy girl, you just do.
And did anybody tell you like you should totally do comedy? Like how, for example, Saul got you motivated
No,
yourself.
because at the time too, I don't know, there was no podcasts. When I was in the military, like I was just getting a cell phone.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
So
You're
we
reaching.
didn't have all that stuff out there to let you know how the shit worked. Like today, you've got this, you've got Rogan, you've got all these people that you can listen to, and you know exactly how comedy works.
Yeah.
I thought
Open books.
somebody saw you on the street and was like, "You're funny, come with me."
Oh, okay. Like yeah.
I was so ignorant. I had no idea. I didn't know I could do it.
So you're a pick-me girl for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I thought it would never happen to me, so I was doing regular jobs.
But you kept doing it. You kept doing it.
Well,
But
no,
did you-
once I found the open mic and realized anybody could do it, then I started to learn how it worked. And then I ended up working at that club and
She used to work at the Comedy Spot in Sacramento.
yeah.
So improv / stand-up club.
So I started with improv actually like 3 months before I did stand up.
And you didn't like that much?
I like improv, but
You like stand-up more?
I do. You have to depend on everybody else with improv, and I was such a stand-up improviser. Makes sense, you know. Like
Yeah,
I
you
go for the
do-
joke, and I get a laugh, but then the other improvisers like, "Well, that's not fun."
You do work with like the moment.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen you do really well with that. But yeah, but it's interesting how you said that not writing jokes has not really been an issue for you then. So it's just kind of
Well, usually the ones that I
Everybody
write,
has different-
when I get really high or something and I write it all down, I'm like, "Oh, this is gold." It ends up being shit.
yeah. Well, I guess that's a part of the practice. It seems like.
Yeah. I just like to go on stage and work it out. Throw it in the middle of something, or yeah.
Maybe do a little script here and there. Maybe get a little Instagram reel going. That would be cool.
I do need to do more.
I mean, if
We all
you're a
do.
comic, I was gonna say, if you're
Yeah.
a comic and you think you're not, even if you're doing a lot, you have the
always-
anxiety about doing it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have anxiety. That's the only anxiety I've had is not doing enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then
Anxiety.
what if we do this for years? Like this is it.
Yeah. And so
What if this is it? So
Wouldn't that be nice?
no.
Just trying to be like nice.
Come on.
Well, because even
No, I
if
agree.
you get what you want, like even if you get whatever
I just
you
want to be able to have
envision.
afford an apartment.
Okay, that's
Where?
and that'll come.
Yeah, but where? In LA?
I don't. It could be in South LA, wherever, but somewhere here.
Cal-
That'll
Hey,
come. That'll come. That's the thing. It's like I'm letting you know now. It's like enjoy this while it is, because this is the most fun you're gonna have. Like in my opinion, like if you get what you want, then it becomes that's work. Now, but actually getting it. And then when I get it, I'm like, I don't even know what to do with it when I get
Jess has been through so much. I mean, evidently, look
Yeah.
at all her fucking life experiences.
it. Everything's up.
Dude, yeah, everything is up. From when 5 years old, you got a gun pointed at your head. Like that's from your dad. Like you got, and you're here
Well,
right
he was
now.
trying to get us to say our prayers.
God damn.
Wow. Can't. This guy, he's at a good cause, huh? It's justified.
But I feel like everything's on. I mean, aside from sleepy time in Hawthorne, everything's on the upswing.
Can't believe you didn't know that though.
No, you didn't tell. I didn't know.
I thought the rumors were swirling.
But thank you so much for joining us on the show. Well, let's wrap this up. I mean, it's been, how long have we been going for?
Couple
Wes?
hours.
2 hours.
Jesus.
Excellent. This has been
Cars.
a
We gotta go.
lovely time. Saul Trujillo and Jess Wellington. Be sure to check their Instagrams out in the description below. You find them at the Comedy Store, that's for sure.
We have the Door Guy show every Wednesday at 10:30 in the Belly Room.
The Belly Room. I actually want to check that out tonight. That sounds interesting. I'd like to.
That outside of that, I mean, I'm going on the road later on. But
Really?
Yeah. I'll post everything on my Instagram at Saul Comedy. If
Hell
you follow
yeah.
me on that, and then I'll post all my dates.
Definitely follow Jess Wellington and Saul on Instagram and find out what they're doing. Thank you very much for watching the Peter Viva Show, and we're out. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what'd you all think?
That was fun.